Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle Brust Nortman, KBN on ESPN Wisconsin. Here's Kyle Wallace, Ben Brust, and Brad Nortman.
It is a great day to be alive on this Thursday. Not to Alex Trophy's in hell right now. Maybe you are as well. We'll find out.
Not with this weather outside. Can't be.
On this Thursday. Kyle Brust Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. My name is Ben Brust. Alongside me, looking cozy, preparing for the winter weather upon us, Kyle Wallace.
Very cozy and warm inside of this nice sweater I have.
Sure
Cool.
is. Brad Nortman, longtime NFL punter, Super Bowl 50 runner-up, is wearing Bucks gear? Are you putting a funeral to Giannis?
I just had to take a minute and remember the good times. This is a Bucks in 6 2021 NBA championship hoodie, because sometimes you just got to remember the good times you had together.
Some championship gear?
I bought like 5 things. I'm not going to lie. I was like, I've never seen this before. I'm going to load
I mean, Kyle still likely carries around confetti from the championship court.
I sure
Wait, it's in your pocket?
No, it's not in my pocket.
You went right to your pocket.
No, but my keychain is, oh my gosh, stuck in my pocket. My keychain is also, if you can see on YouTube, but I have the keychain.
In 5 years, that keychain's been through hell.
It's been through hell and back, just like
lot.
the Bucks have been through hell and back. But I got all the championship stuff I can get because I said it took 50 years for the first one.
Yep.
And the way things are going, Kyle Wallace may be 70 next time we win the
Or
championship.
dead.
Come on now, dang.
800-990-3776. 50 more years on what? 36? 76 you'd be in 50 years?
Yeah, that would be accurate.
No,
No,
he'd be
that's
86.
Yeah.
He could definitely be dead.
Whoa,
800-990-3776.
I'll let you know that.
800-990-3776. Carbless talking text line. YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. And, of course, download the ESPN Wisconsin app. You have everything right at your fingertips. Yeah. Strofe. Brewers. Oh, drama, wama, Gen Z. I guess we're saying goodbye to Freddy Peralta. He was a very, very good Milwaukee
He ain't
Brewer.
dead.
I mean,
The World Series hopes are.
those were dead with Freddie, if we're being honest.
We can be honest, they were. You're not beating the Dodgers. But I'd like to formally congratulate the New York Mets and the Los Angeles Dodgers on their NLCS appearance. Congratulations.
I mean, the Mets spent a lot of money last year, and they didn't make the playoffs.
Pat Murphy will work his magic, but if you missed it, Freddy Peralta was traded to the Mets along with Tobias Myers for utility guy. He's an outfielder, infielder right now. Jet Williams.
Sweet name.
Don't
It is a sweet
disrespect Jet.
name. It is a sweet name. I'll give you that.
Sweet name for sure.
Don't disrespect you made him versatile. Don't say utility. Utility makes it seem like he won't be like an everyday starter.
He's like our new Brandon Lockridge. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
He's the number one prospect for them.
I'm just kidding, Kyle.
That short king can play baseball.
And then Brandon
zone.
Strofe, have you gotten any minor league baseball guys to give us the correct pronunciation? Brandon Sporat or Sprott?
Sporat. Say
it's
Bo
Sporat.
Rat.
Sprorat.
It's
Like
Sproat.
Borat.
Isn't it Sprout? Isn't it S-P-R-O-A-T?
Sproat.
Spro.
Where'd you get Sporat?
Made his debut for the Mets.
You watched Borat last night.
Yeah, must have. Brandon Sporat. This is our new pitcher. Very nice. Made his debut for the Mets in September of last year. Has a lot of things to be excited about in the Brewers pitching laboratory, where you get a guy with a arsenal of different pitches, and they go to work and
high velocity as well,
and they make them great.
Upside.
I guess whatever your reaction is, I want to know. 800-990-3776 on the Carbless Talk and text line. It's just one of those things where I understand both sides. I understand what the Brewers do. Because this isn't the first time, and we all knew this was a possibility, that heading into a year for $8 million of Freddie isn't the big deal. It's what do you do after that season? You're obviously going to let him walk because you don't have the funds to pay him. So, like Corbin Burns, I guess in a way like Hader in the middle of the season, like others, they are getting value for Freddy Peralta right now, and their pitching staff is very deep. I understand that. I guess where I struggle is I understand the prospects and the farm system and the importance of what that means to the Milwaukee Brewers. But I don't know what a top 10 to like top 5, top 6 before this trade from a farm system to a top 1, top 2 farm system does for anybody who wants to reach further heights. And there's obviously other things like Alex Strofe mentioned. Obviously, there's teams spending so much money. The Dodgers, the Mets, and you name it. There's teams that will do that make it even harder for you, as we saw as they beat the Cubs in the NLDS and made it to the NLCS, and then payroll versus payroll came to fruition in the NLCS. But ultimately, I know they're different positions. And the values are different as well. You let Willie Adames play out his last year, and you let him walk. And he was obviously very valuable to that team 2 years ago. After setting a franchise record in wins, winning 8 games in a row 3 times, setting a franchise record in wins for the season, a franchise record in a win streak in 14 games, it just sits kind of sad. Like, you can almost sit like defeated in a way because you knew it was going to happen, but you don't want it to happen. Nobody can tell me that they wanted to trade Freddy Peralta. Everybody wants Freddy Peralta. But the Brewers operate in this Brewers way. They've made the playoffs 7 of the last 8 seasons. It's going to continue to provide fun summers like Mark Antanasio promises. And I guess you just got to ask yourself, like, what is your standard? Like, my thing is, I don't want to hear people complain that are on board with this trade about the Brewers front office and Mark Antanasio and how they operate later in the year when we get to the trade deadline. And also, if the point of having a great farm system is also to have assets as currency to use, don't get excited about using those, because if you trade for somebody, you had the ace, and if you want to trade for an ace or even a player of high caliber, that's going to be putting yourself in the same situation likely of getting somebody that's a rental, because you're not going to want to pay them on the back end of whenever their contract ends if it's advantageous for the Brewers to do so. So you have to decide if you are okay and you're great with the Brewers and how they run their organization, or if you're sick of the management and you're sick of the cheap owner. There's nothing you can do about it, but you could absolutely call and complain about it at 800-990-3776. My thing is, if you're okay with trading Freddie, I don't want to hear complaints later on about how the Brewers don't go all in. That is my number one wish.
There's a lot to break down. And initially, when I saw the trade, I felt sad because Freddie's been a fixture of this Brewers organization, and Brewers organization we all love very much. And he's been a part of some very successful years. 2018 was his first year, kind of kicking off a real renaissance and beautiful, exciting years of Brewer baseball. But after about 10 or 15 minutes, I thought to myself, you know what? I'm good with this trade. I'm good with it for a couple reasons. One, this is just how the Brewers have to navigate in order to be competitive, not only today, but for the long term. Now, I didn't say championship. I said competitive. You might be upset with the fact that the owner, Mark Antanasio, does not allocate more funds to the payroll. That's a very real thing to be upset with. That's a different conversation. But Matt Arnold is doing everything he possibly can given his set of limitations, and he has been masterful at it. He has earned our trust because Brewers have done more with less than any other, forget even Wisconsin franchise, but MLB franchise. He is a pro at selling high and buying low. That's exactly what a great investment individual does. That's what he does. Because think about these names that has been traded away. Let Willie Adames walk, right? Corbin Burns. Corbin Burns actually done pretty decent. Devin, but not
he got hurt.
Cy Young Corbin Burns, but he's done okay.
Didn't he get Tommy John?
He got Tommy John. Was that this year?
2024,
he got
was
paid.
Good.
Yeah, he got paid.
But
he got paid. It was the right time to move on. Whether the return is, it was the right time to move on.
Thinking about selling high and buying low, it's exactly what it does. Corbin Burns,
man, finance Brad right now.
Willie Adames was not the guy that he was when he was a Brewer. Devin Williams, Josh Hader, even going back to like 2015.
Oh, Josh Hader, slow down. He was amazing last year.
Not as good as he was with
no, he was
all-star.
He was amazing last year.
Okay, well, 2024 he wasn't amazing, right?
He was not
so
good.
Been more inconsistent than the guy that we knew, but yes, correct, he was last year. Even going back to like 2015, remember we traded Carlos Gomez in 2015 after he was an all-star?
Go.
So there was plenty of times, this is the way the Brewers do things, because it's not about championships. The Brewers' first goal is survival. You have to survive. You're not going, if you have a budget, you got to make sure you buy your groceries and pay your mortgage before you go and buy a luxury watch. That's what the Brewers are doing. They got to make sure that they are keeping up with necessities because they can't necessarily afford all the big ticket spendings. They got to survive first. So when I hear a young core and a top 1 or 2 farm system now, look, I might not be excited for the 2026.
Farm systems don't win you championships in today's MLB.
But it gives you hope. It gives you hope that maybe, just maybe, the stars align and you're talking about 2028 to 2030, maybe 2027 if there's not a lockout. There's hope for the Brewers going forward. But it's never going to be a ton of hope as long as you got the top 10 payrolls. Consider if this is the elite teams. Go from 1 to 10. Dodgers, Mets, Yankees, Blue Jays, Phillies, Braves, Astros, Cubs, Padres, Red Sox. Those are your top 10, and those are the top teams in the playoffs every year.
And those are the top, 10 of the top.
Brad, you probably said hope 15 times right there. I'm going to read you a quote from one of the greatest movies ever made.
Please.
Hope is a dangerous thing. Hope can drive a man insane.
Tell him, Red. I'd rather have hope than
Wait a minute.
irrelevance.
Don't you realize when's the last time the Mets won a World Series?
Again,
No. The Mets are hoping that they make all these moves. That's what all teams are doing. Is they're hoping that they make the correct moves.
It gives them a hell of a better chance to win a World Series in the way that the Brewers organization runs. That's just a fact.
Accumulating great players gives you a better chance to win a championship. But the New York Yankees ain't won a title in a long time.
They've been to a World Series.
Is it about making it or is it about winning it? When you spend the most money, return on investment, Mr. Investment Financial Guy, that's not great ROI if you're not coming home with the TIE.
I guess a guy like Steve Cohen's not worried about the Mets' ROI because the valuation of the team and how much money he has is a little bit different than Mark Antanasio. Let's go to Alex Strofe over the KBN Sports Desk.
Do you remember what Andy responded to Red when he said that hope can drive a man insane? In the Shawshank Redemption.
I remember that quote that I read
sitting at the lunch table.
The letter says, hope is a good thing, maybe the best of things, and no good thing ever dies.
Oh, wow.
Although
you misquoted.
I'm sick of hope.
That's what that's all I was getting. That's all I was getting.
I just want to win.
You do
and
win.
That's fair. And like I said,
all we do is win into the playoffs.
Brad, in this conversation about the Brewers, has turned into Kyle on the Packers.
No,
complacent,
that's a good thing.
stability.
The last 2 weeks have been the worst of my life.
Oh, well, that's
you've got a great life.
You've had like 18 divorces in your family. You're telling me those haven't affected you more than the last 2 weeks?
Not for longer than 2 weeks, no. Not like the last 2 weeks have affected me, man. None of the 4 divorces I've been through.
Yeah, if someone says quoting a prison movie, I'm just quoting what Alex Strofe feels. He feels like he's in prison of championship, not getting championship
I feel like
hell.
I'm in frozen hell.
Wow.
Look, the Packers lost, and then, they can't make a staff change other than guys that want to leave Green Bay and become head coaches. The Wisconsin football stinks. Luke Fickell's a dud. What else? What else do we have? The Brewers trade their best pitcher.
Did you mention Giannis?
I'm getting there. In the final year before we go into an inevitable lockout, and there's not going to be baseball in 2027. So why hang on to an asset that's going to be dealing with a lockout anyway and might not actually be able to make all the money he wants to by the Dodgers? Giannis is checked out. He scored 15 points last night. Giannis scored 15 points.
They didn't pass him the ball per Giannis.
He's going to get traded. Everything is awful. I'm sad. I'm upset. I'm irritated. And yeah, I'm kind of sick of hope. As much as hope is a good thing, maybe the best of things, and no good thing dies, I feel like my hope in Wisconsin sports to win a championship has died. That's how I feel today.
Yeah, you guys are just overreacting. See, they didn't get it out the mud like we did, right? They didn't get out the gut. They didn't go to Milwaukee County Stadium when nobody was there. They didn't go to
You sound like all the Packer fans.
You didn't go to Miller Park.
You weren't there at County Stadium.
When you
weren't there in the 70s and 80s.
For $5, and you walked down in the third inning to the great seats because nobody was there. You weren't there when the Brewers only won 60-some games in the season. I was there. I was there with the Buckethead Brigade. I was there watching late nights when this team keep losing. So for me, at the end of the day, I understand this way things work. We have great players, and what do? We eventually trade them. So as a Brewers fan, you always look to the prospects. You always look to what the future is. And when I look at the organization and what we have been able to create, starting with David Stearns when he was the president of baseball operations here for the Milwaukee Brewers, if we have sustainability, and my hope is that one day we are David and we take down Goliath. We're in a position to take down Goliath one of these days.
The Brewers have been a franchise for how long? 50-plus years?
But they
haven't taken down Goliath. Goliath.
Wait.
Goliath is a World Series.
We were an organization that didn't make the playoffs, I think, for 18 years? We went straight 1991 or 1990.
Goliath just doubled in size, as Strofe just mentioned.
2008.
So that's 30 years.
Fine.
Goliath is Shohei Ohtani, and then the rest of the Dodgers
Here's the
that
reality,
are worth
though.
millions and millions and millions of dollars.
No.
Shohei Ohtani
They have
10 strikeouts and hit 3 home runs.
Strofe, they
In
have
one game.
$2 billion in guaranteed salaries.
Billions.
Billions.
The reality is,
billions and billions, Brad. Billions.
Billions. You don't have the opportunity to take down the billionaires unless you make the playoffs and you're there. That's what the Brewers do. You just have to hope that one of these years, all of the young core matures at the same time.
Yep.
You're still going to be the underdog no matter what. You just have to hope that.
Hope.
Yeah, you just have to hope.
Yep.
Because
hope is a strategy that everyone loves.
What's another strategy that's going to get the Brewers a World Series?
Yeah, tell them.
There's no other strategy. This is the only way, unless Mark Antonovsky says, you know what? I would love to depart with my money.
But even
Here
if
you go.
Brad, even if he departs with his money, that's not a strategy to say you're going to win just because you depart with your money. Just because you spend the most money doesn't mean that a championship is going to follow. I would prefer for the Brewers, obviously, to spend more because it's great to spend money. But at the end of the day, I understand how this organization is run. So for me, my dream is this.
My question is, you're accepting of that?
Yeah. I have no other option. I'm happy the team's winning. My team sucked growing up. We celebrated CC Sabathia putting this team on his back to make the playoffs 1 year, only to go the next 2 or 3 seasons without making the playoffs again. But that meant everything to us. So going from a fan that never got to see the playoffs and couldn't imagine my team being this great, I am happy that they know what they're doing. I am happy that we have a president in baseball operations that understands what it takes to make this team competitive, to get them to the playoffs, and hopefully, again, one day with the young talent, if they all come of age at the same time, which the Brewers have great young talent in the roster, they have great young talent in the pipeline, and all it takes is for them to have one great season where you get all these guys that are about to be paid a whole lot of money somewhere else who come together and win you a championship. Didn't the Astros do something? I mean, they had a combination, but when they won their first title in a long time, they had a whole bunch of young guys. Jose Altuve was young. He wasn't rich yet.
You're also cheating.
Well,
Hey, we're cheating.
bang, bang, bang. It's bang. Hey, what do you got to do?
Are you accepting of the way the Brewers do this, or are you frustrated? I want to know if anyone's like mad like Alex Strofe. Again,
Spoiled.
No.
Call them spoiled.
Just because he didn't walk around for the $5 dog that you did back in the day, watching different of your favorite. I was going to say, as you guys are going to name different players.
John Jaha, come on.
That's fine.
Jeff Cirillo,
How fun is it to just name names?
He don't know them names. Jose Hernandez striking out 200 times.
Okay, it doesn't make you better than him to have.
Yes, it does.
It doesn't make you better than him to name guys that did nothing for your franchise.
Oh, yes, it does, because those listen understand the days we came from. So if you didn't come from them days,
Hey, guess what, Kyle? You trade Giannis, you're going back to those days. There's not going to be baseball next year.
Kyle and Brad have
You're not going to be able to get a hot dog next year.
Kyle and Brad have turned into the Packers fans of the 70s and 80s that tell you don't know how good you have it.
Yes,
So you guys are the old heads.
Yeah.
The old heads.
You ain't survived it. You don't know those dark winters.
I demand excellence.
Okay, well, now we're going too far. Are you upset with management, or are you accepting of what they're doing? 800-990-3776. That's the Carbless Talking text line. How do I say goodbye? Bye, Freddie.
How do I say goodbye?
Pouring one out.
That's a lot.
Got on my shorts.
This is Kyle Brust Nortman, KBN.
Transformers, Megan Fox.
No, I would say Megan Fox, are all good, but 7:45, I'm starting to go. You got to transform your ass up out of here.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. On this show, it's always football season.
How can their roster building technique be a little more beneficial to them handling the highs and lows of games and of seasons?
Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
I'm not saying we need a bunch of 11th year veterans, but I do think that there is an immaturity to how this team handles themselves.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN, ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube channel, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
New year, new ride. Start 2026 in style at Cunis. Bring in the savings with amazing offers on all cars, trucks, and SUVs at your nearby Milwaukee Metro Cunis dealerships in Oak Creek, Greenfield, and Oak Chevrolet on West Metro Auto Mall. Trade in the old and drive into the new with huge incentives and rebates on all new in-stock cars, trucks, and SUVs from Chevrolet, GMC, and Buick. Better tech, better safety, better payments. Plus, we have pre-owned payments for every budget and over 2,500 pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs to choose from group-wide. And don't miss this month's service specials on brakes, tires, and oil changes.
I'm Scott Kunis, COO of Kunis Auto Group. We would like to invite you to take advantage of these great monthly specials. And remember that your vehicle will be covered by our exclusive No Fear Lifetime Powertrain Warranty, included with new and qualified pre-owned purchases. Call or stop in today for your VIP appointment.
New year, new ride. Start your search online at shopkunis.com.
Come grow with us at Glenroy. For more than 6 decades, our family-owned company has built its reputation on quality, reliability, and providing strong career opportunities in our community. As the packaging industry rapidly grows, so does Glenroy. Here, you'll find competitive wages, a clean, modern workspace, fully vested 401k, yearly bonus award, and the chance to build a manufacturing career with purpose. Apply today at glenroy.com/careers. That's GLENROY.com/careers.
The pursuit of fair wages and top-of-the-line benefits is achieved when the right union has your back. The Sheet Metal Workers Labor Union is extremely diverse, representing Wisconsinites working HVAC, architectural metals, welding, specialty fabrication, and much more. Make great living wages with outstanding benefits, pensions, and apprenticeship programs in trained, safe working environments. The Sheet Metal Workers Union is a leading force in the revitalization of the labor movement in Wisconsin.
Well, it's January, which means routines are back, but the sports action never slows down. Big football matchups, playoff intensity every weekend, and elite hoops almost every night. And when there's this much going on, it always feels good to be right, especially on Prize Picks. Mark Tauscher here, and Prize Picks is daily fantasy made simple. Pick at least 2 player projections, choose more or less, and you're done. No drafts, no waiting. I'm talking lineups you can make in under a minute. And now there's a new feature I love, early payouts. If your lineup starts hot, you can have the option to cash out before the game even finishes. And plus, with stacks, you can pick the same player up to 3 times in one lineup, points, assists, and threes all together, only on Prize Picks. Deposits and withdrawals, they're fast and easy, available in all 50 states. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use code WI to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Again, that's code WI to get $50 in lineups after your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
My house has a new glow. I love my windows. Universal Windows Direct.
Hey, it's Kyle Wallace. Buy 4 windows, get 4 free, and 0% financing for 60 months, $1,000 off, plus a bonus vacation voucher. Restrictions apply. Call 414-410-2000. And like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Mark Antonoff.
And he went. They appeal to first. Chris Conroy says he went after that curveball. Another ortho ASAP strikeout for Freddy Peralta. His 2nd of the inning. His 6th of the game. And Freddy's retired 7 in a row.
Not going to be hearing Freddy on the Brewers Radio Network anymore. That's sad.
Oh, yes, you will. They played a mess twice this year, don't they? So we got a chance.
Oh, yes, I will.
Yeah. I was thinking about that yesterday. I said, ooh, I wonder when Freddy going to come back in town.
Nice. So now we're buying tickets to go watch old players come back.
Dude, to be honest, I love Freddy.
Willie Thomas got a good reception last year, didn't he?
He did. And Freddy is He's a Brewer. He's forever a Brewer.
No doubt.
He will be on the
Stroh,
Walk
why
of
don't you
Fame one day.
compile the list of who's next in terms of...
Devin Williams isn't a forever Brewer.
I'm saying who's next in terms of a pipeline of a guy that's going to be reaching close to his ownership with the Brewers, like the Brewers having ownership of.
Well, Contreras really didn't come up with us. The next guy that the Brewers are going to have to get rid of is
Contreras wrote a Players Tribune article.
Bryce Terang?
Bryce Terang is the next one. That a couple years from now, we'll be talking about trading Bryce.
Man, remember those Platinum Glove days? We're going to be doing this for the rest of our lives.
If we ever do that to Salvatore, I might have to.
You'll have to take a day off.
Sal might get traded simply because of they're going to have enough pieces.
Kyle Brust. Oh yeah, because they are very aggressive. Kyle Brust Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. Kyle, I want to toss it to you because you said this during the season of last year. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, the Brewers are going to win a World Series within the next 4 years. Yeah, I'm confident. I'm telling you, by 20. Yeah, it was 20 by 2030. My Brewers are going to win a World Series. They're putting together what they need to. We just talked. Bryce Terang's still on the roster for a while. Sal Friedlich's still on the roster for a while. How y'all going to talk about Ricky Money, the money man they just signed out of the international pool? He's going to be up here in a couple years as well. Jesus Mate is going to be here. We already have Jackson Churio and the pitching staff. Though the pitching staff struggled for us in the playoffs, the Brewers still have a lot of good young arms on this team. And based off what they're able to do, what you saw with Quinn Priester, what a guy like Chad Patrick was able to do in a big moment for the Brewers last year, the Brewers are going to have enough guys to break through. The bats are coming. Cooper Pratt, there's a lot of guys coming. So I'm just telling y'all this right now, KBN Nation. Right now, it's a sad day because we lost Freddy Peralta. But Freddy was never going to be there when we got to the mountaintop. I'm just going to tell y'all this right now. We ain't winning a World Series this next upcoming season. But by 2028, 2029, the parade is going to take place here in Milwaukee.
Hope's a beautiful thing.
It's not,
I will say
they have a strategy, though.
That's the window.
They have a strategy.
That is the window. That is the window. But it'll always be limited.
I would love to put. I want to.
You want what? You want me to be wrong?
No, you idiot. I want to create a partnership with somebody that has a company that has a lie detector test. Because I want Kyle to wear a lie detector when he says these things.
If he actually believes it.
Yes. They're gonna win it. Dunk, 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 dunk. It's going crazy. It's going crazy.
Y'all don't think I believe that the Brewers are going to win a World Series? Like
how do you look around the MLB and how it's being operated at the top level, seeing what the Dodgers did the last 2 years, and it's only getting more and more spend with the billionaires of conglomerates and different groups
well,
that
there
are.
There is some concern with the spending.
Some. Just some for Kyle?
I mean, there's some. I mean,
4-0 in the NLCS, and you're like, yeah, we got this. We got a strategy.
The Dodgers are problematic because they had. See, the Brewers. The problem is Freddy Peralta was our ace. The Dodgers had 4 pitchers that would be our ace, to be our number one starter. Freddy Peralta may not be pitching. He may not be a starting pitcher for the Dodgers in the playoffs. That's how good that staff was.
So you are right in that the next youth movement window is going to be 2028 to 2030. However, Strophy?
Nerd man.
I went deep into the financial statements of the Milwaukee Brewers.
Nerd man.
And I'm curious. Like
the fun summers of all the things that we bought and all the giveaways that we showed up for to make Mark happy.
How much is Matt Arnold, or not Matt Arnold, he's not seen any of it, except for a salary. How much is Mark Antanasio actually netting from all of this that, he's saving money and pinching penny? Could he just reinvest into the Brewers? I was able to pull up the 2024 numbers. So let's add on a little bit from this because they had a more successful year last year. Earnings. So this is what's all left over after revenue and expenses. Earnings even before interest, taxes, and depreciation, $29 million. That's it. So maybe if it was maybe if it's $50 million after a great year last year, but he gets taxed on it. There's interest. He doesn't even have that much more money to pour into it unless he's willing to go deep into his pockets and actually run a loss.
I'm more worried about a soccer team.
Huh?
He's more worried about a soccer team.
So the problem is
the Sandman.
He's never going to be able. He's never going to.
He's got to get some more money from the Sandy stole.
If they were making $200 million, I could say, well, just break even and put that back into payroll. He's not even doing that, guys. So maybe, just maybe, even if he scrounged it up and had a banner year and put everything back into the team, if that was like $40 million, that's a drop in the bucket compared to the Dodgers and the Yankees and the Cubs.
Poor. He's poor.
So he would have to go pull other money and put it into it, which he could do.
He could do. Let's not act like he can't do that. And I see Dr. Denver Dan saying on the YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee. You can get us at ESPN Madison as well. Of course, hit us. I see your comments on the Carbless Talk and Text line 800-990-3776. What's $100 million more going to do? My point to that is if you have $100 million that are spent on this team with the chef as the manager of Pat Murphy that we saw what he was able to do, you guys say more with less. What about more with more? Huh? What about more with more?
We can't afford more. I don't know what don't you get to your mind? The more is coming through the pipeline.
Is, he chooses not to.
Bro, you can't spend more than you're bringing in. If your profit margin is $29 million,
that's just about
Freddie's
this is one investment of an owner. Right? There's other assets. Like, let's stop acting like this is in a vacuum for the Brewers. This is an owner. Like, that would just be like saying, the Dodgers owners are only worried about the Dodgers. No, all owners have different investments in their lives. And based off the stock market, I bet Mark's value has gone up pretty significantly that he could reinvest into the Milwaukee Brewers.
I get it. From a fan angle, I get it. But from a business perspective, I'm like, why would... Maybe he has no excuse to not break even, to maybe, like, completely maximize it. But I don't... He just doesn't seem like the kind of guy who's going to...
Complacent Brad, complacent Kyle.
I'm going to put another $200 million into this thing every single year just to try to get a championship.
Yeah, and I don't like you guys saying hope isn't a strategy because, again, I think
it's not.
The Brewers don't have hope. The Brewers have a strategy, and their strategy is the fact that we're going to do a great job.
You said hope, and Brad said hope last segment a lot.
The strategy is we're going to do a great job of identifying young prospects. We're going to do a great job of developing this talent, and we're going to do a great job when they get to the majors getting the most out of them. You don't win all these divisional titles if you are not a great organization. Now, the issue the Brewers has been that they haven't been able to break through, but they took a great step in the right direction this past season by having these guys win a divisional round, making it to an NLCS. Now, a lot of these same guys, young guys, are coming back, and they're going to have that experience they're going to be able to lean on to continue to make runs. And I'm telling you this right now, this team is going to bust through. They're going to pop. They're going to make it.
Kyle's telling you.
So Steamhead Benny, just a quick yes or no. The Brewers, the way they do business, knowing their pipeline, knowing their young core, knowing their window, is it possible for the Brewers to win a World Series?
No.
No hope. No hope, Kyle.
Because my point is from earlier is, yes, you acquire a top 1 to 2 farm system in all of the MLB, but those aren't used as assets to make your team better when you are having a season where you are in a window where you can make moves to potentially bolster your roster and give yourselves a better chance of doing something further instead of more with less,
which
more with more.
Which you're arguing you need to do. If you ever need a World Series, you have to do that.
Bolster up the farm system is great. It's going to continue for the sustained success, the fun summers, all of the likes.
I think what you guys have to understand, this is going a little deep, so KBN Nation, bear with me. What you have to understand is that the championship, the real championship for the window for the Milwaukee Brewers, you're really just approaching it. You're really just getting into that. And I promise you, they're not going to trade away every great top prospect that's coming up for the Brewers. Every single last one of them isn't going to just be traded away. They're going to try to extend some of these folks. So I'm telling you this right now. Freddy Peralta was never going to be part of that long-term plan. Corbin Burns was never going to be part of that long-term plan. Devin Williams, who, as you can see, is replaceable because you had Trevor McGill, and you had Opner come in, and Uribe come in, and you didn't miss a beat without Devin Williams this year. The Brewers have a plan, and the plan is we're going to make sure that we get all these prospects up at the right time. We're going to sign the right guys, and we're going to have that opportunity. Remember, Christian Yelich is still in this team. Ryan Braun was a forever Brewer. They signed certain guys. They don't get to sign everybody, but the Brewers now are being extremely strategic about what they are doing because they understand they are approaching the World Series window with the young talent that they have.
I appreciate the way you look at it, but
it's a factual way to look at it. That's what they're doing.
And when you set a franchise record and have a bye in the wild card and win the DS and then get swept without a chance, you were just accepting of it because you were like, oh, this is who the Brewers are.
The team didn't overperform last year. They went on multiple winning streaks of over 10 games. Like, what are we talking about? The team significantly overperformed last year, but it's great because they were building towards something.
That's fine. Complacent Kyle.
I'm not being complacent. They just have a plan. You don't trust the plan. That's the problem.
I don't trust the plan to win a World Series. I trust the plan for you to come to me in the summer and say, you know what? This is a great summer.
So you don't.
And no matter what happens in the summer, it's not going to matter what happens in the fall.
No, you just don't believe in the fact that you don't think that the youth on this roster is going to be good enough to compete with guys that are already gotten paid. The Brewers are banking on the
fact. I think I'm fine living in that world from a logical standpoint.
The Brewers are banking on the fact that they're finally going to have all this great talent that everybody's going to be salivating over to, I can't wait to a chance to get all these guys. They're all going to be on the Brewers at one time. And the Brewers are going to have 2 to 3 cracks at it. And then at that point, You sign who you want to sign, you let go, you trade whoever you need to trade, but the Brewers are going to have some cracks at it with all this talent together.
All right, 2028, 2029, Kyle Wallace stamps the World Series championship for the Milwaukee Brewers, but inside American Family Field, I know what Brad does.
Oh, that's right. I mean, inside American Family Field, it's an ice-cold carbless that makes those summer days feel so good. And when it's cold outside, like it is today and tomorrow, those ice-cold carblesses will take you back. They will teleport you to a warm place, particularly if you're going to be like me, drinking the margarita flavor. That's my flavor of the week, that margarita flavor. It's the OG. It's the first one I ever tried, so it made me fall in love with carbless. Every time I take a sip, it transports me to a warmer environment. When I'm having a margarita carbless, I'm enjoying the guilt-free nature of it. No carbs, no sugar, no gluten, just 100 calories, and the oh-so-perfect carbonation. Goldilocks, as I call it. Not too much, not too little, just the right to quench that thirst, but not upset your stomach. There's so many flavors to choose from that are ready to drink. Perfectly made cocktail in a can. Right now, I'm enjoying the margarita. So if you want to transport yourself to a warmer environment, to get rid of this cold, and join in having a margarita just like me. Less is more with Carbless.
On the Carbless Talking text line, Greg in this 470, wherever the 470 is. Bucks get hammered again at home. Peralta traded. Halfley leaves. Kind of a bad week in Wisconsin sports. I feel like Strofe is feeling that more than anybody. We hit on the Freddy trade. We have to hit on Giannis. 11 shots.
Forever.
Thanks, Leroy. Giannis next.
This is Kyle Brust Nortman, KBN.
You said they are a reflection of their head coach.
Yes, he saw it as he proved with you by signing that damn jersey you had on. You think Campbell would have signed that jersey?
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
When a trophy is raised, it can feel like the season's over, but on the ESPN app, it never really is. Because with more than 47,000 live events, plus originals, highlights, and coverage from every corner of the sports world, there's always something to dive into. No off-season, just everything a fan needs to keep going. Always in season, get all of ESPN all in one place. Download the ESPN app on your TV or phone today.
Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center is teeing off the new year with another can't-miss tournament and 1,000 in cash prizes up for grabs. Hey ESPN Milwaukee, this is Gary Ellison, inviting you to a two-man scramble at the legendary Kapalua Plantation course, all played on Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center state-of-the-art simulators. Sign up now at wisconsinindoorgolfcenter.com. It's just $120 per team, and you must get your round in by January 31st. Your chance to take on Kapalua Plantation course starts today.
Meet Matthew Preston. Inside his apartment, everything he holds dear is protected by Progressive's Renter's Insurance, like his laptop and a surprisingly valuable collection of baseball bobbleheads. Outside his apartment, his laptop is still protected, as are his bobbleheads, which he carries around with him for reasons no one knows. Renters, the limits of protection aren't just the four walls of your home. When you're in Progressive's Protection Zone, get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and third-party insurers.
Pizza's here. Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Experience hot gaming action and a relaxing spa day. Your perfect winter getaway at the island. Book a stay and float package to get both a standard room and a rejuvenating 60-minute float pod therapy session for less than $100. Complement your stay with an elevated dining experience at Horizon Steakhouse and fun on the gaming floor where big wins wait for you. The Island Resort and Casino's stay and float package runs through February. Call 800-682-6040 to book yours today. Certain days and restrictions apply.
Your taste buds are in luck. The Reuben is back at Cousin Subs. Try this classic sub grilled to order just for you. Stacked with corned beef, Wisconsin Swiss cheese, and sauerkraut topped with Thousand Island dressing and served on rye bread. And our delicious mint shake is back. Both the Reuben and mint shake can be ordered via the Cousins app or online for a limited time only. Cousin Subs. We believe in better.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Wisconsin is still cattle country. And that's why Bunzel's chose to stay close to home to hand select the finest beef. Quality goes into everything they do, from Bunzel's expansive array of meats, homemade specialty sausages, and their award-winning beef jerky. It just isn't a proper holiday meal without Bunzel's top quality cuts on the dinner table. Tasting is believing. Visit Bunzel's at 90th and Burleigh or bunzels.com.
This is Kyle Brust Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
A little badge of honor for Kyle here on the Carbless Talking text line. While I can appreciate Kyle's optimism with the Brewers and the Packers, it's also exhausting. Interesting from Corey in Greenfield.
Sorry, Corey, for being so optimistic about the teams.
I said it's a badge of honor.
The teams that have given us so much winning. I mean, you're not going to win a championship every year, man. Things could be worse. I'm telling you, you could be the Yankees. The Yankees ain't won a title in a long time. Just because you get to the World Series, you expect to win. If the Packers went to the World Series went to the Super Bowl and lost and still ain't won a Super Bowl in almost a decade, would you be like, well,
they have done that.
No, they haven't. They haven't made
I guess, but they haven't even been there. So you're saying you'd rather have them not even get to the Super Bowl?
No. What I'm saying is things can be worse. You can spend all the money in the world.
Look at Mr. Optimism, man.
How about that?
Mr. Optimism. All right, try and be optimistic about this. Bucks lose to the Oklahoma City Thunder. Giannis Antetokounmpo post game shared this.
I'm not the guy that will yell and cast his teammate out and demand the ball. I've never done that in my career, but I feel like I've played with teammates that kind of understand, the gravity that I can cause for our team and how I can create for my teammates and for myself, and how I can help the team be more successful. But maybe for some reason, I don't understand, maybe because we're young, maybe because we're not playing well, maybe because guys think it's their turn. And, they want to, carry the team on their back and try to turn this around, but I really don't get it. I really don't. And it's not like I'm not trying to be aggressive. I'm really trying to be aggressive, but at the end of the day, this thing that they call, I have teammates, I have coaches, people that talk to me, and they told me this thing that's called the white swan and the black swan, and you got to be the black swan and be more aggressive, demand the ball. And again, it's something that I haven't done, I've never done my whole career. So maybe I got to do it more.
Translation: I hate playing with these young idiots who suck.
Yeah, I mean, could you imagine doing a radio show with a bunch of middle schoolers? That is what the equivalent is, guys.
I imagine you could imagine that, yes.
And after about
being with
shows,
you every day, yes.
I would say, get me back to KBN. I'm like Giannis, get me back to my guys.
The fact that he's even mentioning, like having to be aggressive to get the ball.
Crazy.
That's an organizational failure from who they brought in to who the coach is to everything. And just the way he's talking about a current team with where he is at in his career, with everything we know about wanting to win a second championship. If you watched yesterday, and it's a regular season game, I understand that. Some of the players that I'm watching out there, I'm like, damn, what happened? What happened?
You went from Drew Holiday to Ryan Rollins.
And not even that, the wing players.
I'm just saying that you went from legitimate.
Remember when Kyle Kuzma was going to go off, and he went 0 for 9 when you predicted a 28-point game?
He embarrassed all those Kyles. Embarrassed every single last one of us. Yeah, I mean, that's a guy who's basically saying they don't know who the bleep I am. Like, what is going on here? I got to beg for the ball. When you're talking about your teams, and Giannis has always been a great teammate guy, holding guys accountable. Well, when you walk in the locker room, you're like, these dudes don't care about winning. The Bucks are.
They are trying to get theirs. I felt that.
The Bucks
I feel that. I felt that.
Is that because there's a writing on the wall? Like, Giannis
can't play.
Who here hasn't played on a bad team before? Were you the best player on the bad team? Like, Strofe is probably the only one who's been the best. Well, I was the best player on the bad team.
I was the best player on a bad team.
Not true. Not true.
That's not possible.
I still claim I could beat Ben one-on-one in basketball, but continue.
And so you just get mad. You look at people.
No, he didn't even say Strofe. You got him. He didn't even say anything to that.
No, it's just so he's just so out of touch.
Listen to how Ben shriveled up.
What happened to the self-awareness is the most important human quality from Alex Strofe?
That's not true.
Have you been getting better every day in basketball?
GBED, baby, GBED.
I want to play some Windy here because Brian Windhorst has well added a little bit to this because we've had a lot of conversations about Giannis. He won't say the quiet part out loud. He doesn't want to be the bad guy. He doesn't want to be the villain.
He's a bad guy.
He sure as hell.
I mean, we already know.
He sure as hell don't want to be here. You can feel that.
He
can start to feel
shouldn't want to be here. On a cold day like today. Imagine getting your butt whooped and then walking outside -14. Oh, my gosh.
Windhorst on First Take.
How likely is it that Giannis will be on the move here in the next 14 days?
More likely by the hour, honestly. More likely by the hour. And I think really what this kind of is, nobody wants to be the bad guy, but everybody wants the best term. So what I mean by that is, in a strange way, what happened to Luka Doncic is kind of desirable for a superstar player because Luka is beloved in Dallas. The fans come to the games in Luka jerseys to this day. Giannis won a championship and had 12 amazing years in Milwaukee. He doesn't want to hurt those fans. He wants to be able to potentially live in Milwaukee the rest of his life after he retires. He doesn't want to do it this way. But clearly, he's a smart guy. He has shown this repeatedly. He understands the league.
That Brian Windhorst on First Take. I realize that the Strofe, I keep forgetting that the call screen is broken. So, is there anything we need to get to? Just tell me if I need to get to anybody right now. Well, I'm going over under after we talk here about what Windhorst had to say. All right, Big Ed, you're up on the Carbos Talking text line.
Well, guys, it's quite obvious, Bucks-wise, the coach has got to go. He can't coach young talent. I think they have talent. I just think the coach doesn't know how to relate with this new young talent. So that's my take on that. I mean, he's atrocious. I mean, it's all Giannis-based. I'm so sick of Giannis trying to do the majority. Everybody stands around and watches him. He brings back the memory of years ago before Drew Holiday came to the team. He needs a Robin. You know, Giannis can be Batman, but we need a Robin that kind of supports him a little more.
Big Ed, I appreciate the call. Doc is not doing a great job, but acting like this is all built around Giannis after he had a game where he just talked about how he didn't get the ball from his teammates is a little alarming. Yanni in Milwaukee? Yanni?
What up, man?
Are you related to
Yes,
Giannis?
sir.
That's kind of a nickname.
Just by proxy.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Been a fan of the Bucks as long as I can remember. I'm 32. Like I'm Yanni's age, bro. I have love for this guy. But can we talk about how maybe the way he addressed Shams and Wendy's little plot to get him to leave for the last 3 years? You know, as a Bucks fan, you go on Instagram or you go anywhere and people are just dumping on you for living in Milwaukee. They're trashing your city every day. He could have had everybody's backs, you know, and that kind of built up. The frustration kind of spilled over in that Timberwolves game where they're booing him, obviously, but the team, and he boos back. It's falling apart a little bit, you know?
Yeah, well, I would say Giannis has actually done a really good job of not addressing anything until as of late, right? I know he was asked about it early this season, especially before the Knicks game early on, but it has less to do with reports and more to do about what you're seeing.
Oh yeah, the way he's approached everything. Giannis is extremely disappointed and frustrated with everything that is happening around this organization. He's mad about everything. When the guy did the whole boo thing, that was him being like, I hate it here. Not so much of I hate the city of Milwaukee.
Or I hate the Bucks and I hate the fans.
This team sucks.
Look at what I'm doing.
This
we're
team
down
sucks.
30.
And
we'd be down 50 without me.
There's no prospects for the future. I'm telling you, that is the biggest thing, is that he can't look to next year and be like, okay, well, we can. No, they're healthy. Like, Torian Prince now, he ain't going to solve the problem. We're healthy and we're bad. Like, there's nothing coming. And he knows they have no assets. And he knows that the end is here, and that's okay.
And he knows that no matter how well he plays, and he has been playing outstanding, it doesn't matter. They still lose by 20. I mean, it just goes to show you can't do it alone. And imagine being one of the greatest people on the planet of doing something, and you're airdropped into a surroundings where everyone around you stinks comparatively to the rest of the NBA. That would make me frustrated to do things and say things that maybe, not that I would regret, but would rub people the wrong way.
We will address Giannis later on in the show. We'll have Jason Milde. We'll have more Brewers. We'll have some reaction to Luke Fickell on Wilde and Tausch. A lot to get to here on Kyle Brust Nortman, but coming up next is one of our favorite games, and that is over-under on Kyle Brust Nortman. Caller 12 and caller 15. Caller 12, you're going to get a category from Alex Strofe. You get to pick over or under if you believe Kyle, Brad, and I, when we team up, we are going to get 10 guesses to get as many right as possible. Based off that line, you will choose over or under. If you are caller 12, caller 15, you're going to be stuck on the other side. Someone's going to walk away with the ESPN prize pack. 800-990-3776. That's 800-990-3776. Caller 12 and caller 15 for over under. 800-990-ESPN. Over under next.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN.
He's a good guy. I couldn't believe y'all lost to TCU.
Yeah, you and me both. Rough.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Stay up to date on the Green and Gold all off season. The Green and Gold Fix podcast is brought to you by Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Luxury stay, elite play, unwind in sophisticated comfort. Win big, dine, and experience the events in Milwaukee.
Earth Justice is a national legal nonprofit fighting to save lives, protect our climate, and strengthen our economy through the shift to zero emissions. Visit us at earthjustice.org. Earth Justice, because the earth needs a good lawyer.
Something exciting is happening at St. Kate the Arts Hotel. On the second floor, you'll find the Studio Kitchen and Cocktails, Milwaukee's destination for bold flavors, fresh sushi, seasonal entrees, and cocktails crafted with care. Start your day with a breakfast that fuels you, stop in for dinner that sparks conversation, or linger late into the evening with drinks designed to inspire. With flavors and drinks for every mood, the Studio is the perfect place to gather, celebrate, and connect. Be boldly social. The Studio Kitchen and Cocktails, now on the second floor at St. Kate the Arts Hotel.
Are you 50 or older? This news is for you. The CDC recommends you get vaccinated against pneumococcal pneumonia. Even if you're healthy, your age puts you at risk. People 50 or older are over 6 times more likely to be hospitalized with pneumococcal pneumonia compared to adults 18 to 49. Just one shot can help protect you. Learn more and schedule at vaxassist.com. That's VAXassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
You like saving money, right? We all do. That's why Allstate just lowered the price of car insurance. Not, but wait, there's a catch. Lower. Actually lower. So if you're shopping around or just want to see how much you could save, check Allstate first for a new lower auto rate that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
In 1987, the Bucks took on the world and changed basketball forever.
At stake, basketball supremacy in the United States.
Bucks versus the World, narrated by Charlie Behrens, is the new season of Behind the Bucks podcast, presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. It's the untold story of the 1987 McDonald's Open, when the Bucks became the first NBA team to face the Soviet Union. Listen now on Bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
Without an Advent clinic nearby, people suffering needlessly from chronic nasal congestion and sinus infections would be stuck with either Band-Aid or Sledgehammer solutions. Band-Aids are pills or nasal sprays, and they're not true solutions. Surgery is a sledgehammer, and that's what we're trying to avoid. Because most people don't need surgery for nose and sinus issues, nor do they want a 14-day recovery. Our unique Advent approach can, in 20 minutes in our office, open your blocked nose for good, with only 1 day recovery. I'm Advent founder Dr. Kandula. Outside of Advent's four walls, invasive surgery is what they'll recommend. But here you will find effective and convenient in-office solutions to help you stop the need for Band-Aids and avoid the sledgehammer.
Go to adventknows.com to schedule your appointment, because Advent knows when you breathe well, you live better. Most insurance accepted.
Hey, it's Kyle Wallace. You know that saying, new year, new you. Well, how about new year, new home upgrade? Universal Windows Direct has a January offer that's all about starting strong and saving big. Right now, when you buy 4 windows, you get 4 free, and that's one of the biggest offers they've ever done, and with 0% interest financing for 60 months. You'll also get $1,000 off your entire project, plus a vacation voucher with every purchase. Restrictions apply. Call 414-410-2000, and like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
This is Kyle Brust Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Kyle Brust Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. Time now for one of our favorite games. Time to play Over Under.
Will the guys hit the over, or will they disappoint? It's time for Over Under on Kyle Brust Nortman.
I'm never in hell when it's over-under time on KBN. I've got a list of 10 things. I've got an over-under line, and these guys will have 3 minutes to see how many they can get right. Caller 12 today was Eric in Madison. Eric in Madison, and I quote, said, I believe in the guys. He is on the over.
My man. Let's deliver for our guy.
And our buddy Travis in Blue Mounds, multiple-time contestant.
Blue Mounds? Never heard.
Where do you think that is? Where would you put that on a map?
In the country somewhere. Going north, but going west.
Isn't it like in...
You mean northwest?
It's like in arm's reach of Madison, right?
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
There's a famous state
I don't
park.
know about an arm's reach. You're thinking Cave of the Mounds, yes?
No.
Yes?
Where is
No.
It's west of Mount Horeb.
All right, there it is.
Okay, that's arm's reach.
Arm's reach.
Arm's reach.
What's the category?
Never heard of it.
Brigham County Park?
What's the category?
It is in Dane County. It's in Dane County.
What's the category?
The category is I am looking for the 10 starters in this year's NBA All-Star Game, which was announced earlier this week.
Crap.
Oh, boy.
And I have the over-under set at 8.5.
Wow.
What?
Who is our final answerer today?
Starters?
NBA Brad.
NBA Brad is our final answerer. 10 starters were announced earlier this week. 8.5 your line. Your time starts in 3, 2,
I'm a
okay, so
Giannis,
Giannis, Luka, LeBron, and Wemby, and Shea.
Okay, slow down.
Giannis is correct.
Giannis.
Shea final.
Shea.
SGA is
in the
correct.
West. Wemby. You're confident on Wemby? I guess so. I guess
I'm
it's
very
fan.
confident.
Okay,
He's from
Wemby final.
France.
You should be very
So
confident.
the
Wemby is
East,
correct.
I'm pretty sure it's a lot of guards
Isn't
under
it
Giannis. I think they're all
versus?
No,
it
not
will
East.
be, but just to clarify, there is 5 West, 5 East.
5 East.
To
Okay.
start.
I think the rest are smaller than Giannis. I remember looking at this. There was no bigs.
I don't know how popular Cade Cunningham is.
Like, Luka's got to be in the West, right? Or no?
Steph Curry. Let's try Steph.
Steph final.
Steph final.
Steph Curry is correct.
Luka?
Luka. Yeah, Luka's an international superstar.
Luka final.
Luka final.
Luka is correct.
Okay,
many
so
do
we
we
got
have?
4 or 5 on the
Five.
West.
So
LeBron-
Giannis, Shea,
LeBron should be-
Wemby, Luka, Steph.
You're missing one Western, and you're missing 4. All 4 that aren't Giannis.
Did we say
in the East.
LeBron yet?
No, we haven't.
Okay, LeBron.
LeBron James.
2 minutes.
LeBron James' longest streak in the league has come to an end of being an all-star starter. The longest streak now belongs to Giannis.
Focus on the
Antetokounmpo.
East right now
Okay,
because we have
so-
options.
So Cade Cunningham.
We have to nail it from here on out.
What about Donovan?
Donovan
He's had a hell of a
Mitchell?
year.
I don't.
I'm telling you, I saw 4 guards.
Okay, let's go. Let's
Okay,
go.
Donovan Mitchell final.
No, you're not the
wait,
final.
wait,
You're not
wait,
the
wait,
final
wait,
guy.
wait,
You're not the
wait,
final
wait.
guy.
Not final.
I think it is, but Donovan Cade.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that we don't
Cade.
Orlando,
anybody with Miami.
Atlanta.
See, Jalen's good, but I don't know if he's a star.
No, he's not a starter.
Jalen Brunson?
Or Jalen Brown, you mean? Oh, Brownson, but Jalen Brown should be it. If Jalen Brown is not a starter in the Eastern Conference, don't ever get rid of the fan vote.
I like Donovan, Cade, and Brown.
Okay.
Let's go.
Brunson is a good name to think of. Who's a big forward? A center.
Now think of a couple more from the West because we got the West. Is Jokic?
1 minute.
Oh, yeah, you think Jokic.
He just got hurt though, but he's got to be.
Jokic is the great guess.
He should be.
He just got hurt.
Jokic final.
Jokic final.
Jokic is correct. You've got the Western Conference done. You're on to the East.
Who's a big in the Eastern
I'm
Conference?
telling you, I saw the graphic and I thought to myself, Giannis is the 5.
All right, well then I would definitely say if you think Donovan Mitchell over Jalen Brown.
I like based off his season, man. He was
30 seconds.
But Jalen Brown is Donovan Mitchell he's been an all-star before.
Guys are running out of time.
Donovan Mitchell final.
Donovan Mitchell, yeah. Jalen Brown is what I was going to start with.
Cade Cunningham.
Then we'd be Jalen Brunson. Damn!
Brad.
You guys
Why you jumped the gun?
Brad.
Yeah, we were saying
he's not the final answer guy.
Hold on. We still need one more.
We're done.
We're done.
No,
I know, but
when
he.
Did you final answer him? Because I was with Kyle on wanting to go Jalen Brown.
No, I final.
He's not the final answer
guy. But you're not the final answer guy.
Yeah, I am.
No,
yes, he was. You said NBA Brad was the final answer guy.
Yeah.
It was a joke.
Well, we didn't. Then who was the final answer?
I've been only responding to Brad.
Donovan Mitchell was the most confident of anyone in the
it was not.
Once he said Jalen, I was like, he's right.
No.
But, okay, Jalen Brunson was the other one.
No,
Nobody
Jalen
thought
Brown
Brunson
is what we wanted to go first.
Jalen Brown. We probably would Jalen Brown, and then would have come down.
What order would we have went?
I will say this. It would have been Cade Cunningham.
Yep.
And then it would have been Jalen Brown, and then it would probably come down to Donovan Mitchell or Jalen Brunson.
And Jalen Brunson was correct. Donovan Mitchell was not. The last one he missed was Tyrese Maxey of the Sixers.
Oh, okay, so he's been balling.
Because we got one wrong earlier, we still needed to go. We still needed Tyrese.
We had all the names. We had all the names. We got
it's
9.
8.5. You had to get 9.
But you had one wrong. You had 2 strikes. Yeah. Okay, you guys are really confused today.
This is our final answer, guy.
This was the worst show.
He thought we had one extra.
I said Brunson. Nobody supported that.
I did support it.
Thank you very much.
I wrote it down.
Travis and Blue Mounds west of Mount Horeb and Cave of the Mountains State Park. You are our winner this week on Over Under.
Should have did 7.5.
Don't tell me what to do.
8.5 was tough line.
Okay.
Tough line.
Strofe had somebody come up to him and tell him, I don't know, this is an analogy that ended up working, but when he started telling me the story about this analogy, I was like, wow, where's this going to go? But it actually encapsulates the Giannis Antetokounmpo situation pretty well. We'll get to that in 2 minutes. Kyle, Brust Nortman.
UW Credit Union presents the Student Athlete of the Week, supporting local student athletes as they grow on the field, in the classroom, and in the community. UW Credit Union is here for every you. Learn more at uwcu.org.
With your UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week, I'm Will Summers. This week's UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week is Cudahy senior guard Anthony Brooks. Brooks delivered a historic week for the Packers on the court, helping Cudahy earn 2 wins and continue a strong start to the 2025-26 season. In a 110-78 victory over Random Lake, Brooks poured in 54 points, setting both the school record for points in a game and the program's single-game individual scoring record. The 110 points also marked the most scored by Cudahy in a game since the 1969-70 season. He followed up that performance by leading the Packers to a 65-64 win over South Milwaukee, scoring 29 points and hitting 4 clutch free throws late to secure Cudahy's first non-conference win since January of 2023. Congratulations to Anthony Brooks, your UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week.
Don't miss a full day of nonstop basketball action at the Deer District Prep Showcase Saturday, January 24th at Fiserv Forum. See the next generation of stars as 12 elite high school boys basketball teams take over the court for 6 can't-miss games. Watch Slinger, Freedom, Arrowhead, West Dallas Central, Racine Lutheran, and more all in one place. General admission is just $20, and that gets you access to all 6 games. Check the full schedule and grab your tickets now at FiservForum.com. Be there. Feel the energy. The Deer District Prep Showcase Saturday, January 24th.
Selling your home during winter may surprise you. Serious buyers are still out there and often more eager to move.
Homes get strong offers this time of year, and with less competition, your listing can really shine.
I'm Tony Wendorf with Tony Wendorf & Associates, powered by Keller Williams.
And I'm Lindsay Bendler. Our team leads with faith, gratitude, and giving back, donating over $200,000 to local causes since 2020.
Tony Wendorf & Associates is ready to get to work for you with our white glove selling experience. Just search online, Tony Wendorf.
A real estate team that always leads with faith and gratitude.
Tony Wendorf & Associates.
Hey, this is Gabe Neitzel. You're listening to 94.5 ESPN, WKTI and WKTI HD, Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN on ESPN Wisconsin. Here's Kyle Wallace, Ben Brust, and Brad Nortman.
Shout out IT in a 2-minute break fixing the call screen.
Wow. Only the best.
Kyle Brust and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. 800-990-3776 is the Carbless talk and text line where I can now see who's calling and what you're calling about. Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman. Strofe running the show. YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee, at ESPN Madison. I'd like to toss it over to our producer, Alex Strofe.
Kyle won't shut up.
I know, I could see that.
Yeah, because we're celebrating something being fixed for the third time in a week. Oh, yeah.
Do it after the show.
You know what's interesting is when Strofe can either talk to just Ben, he can speak to all of us, or Kyle and I combined. He can't just talk to Kyle.
So you had to hear all
Kyle
of that?
Puts on talk to producer, I have to hear their conversation. I'm trying to listen to Ben, trying to listen to callers.
He's very disrespectful, isn't he?
He can be sassy.
Yeah, very
he can be sassy.
Very sassy.
But sometimes you need some sassiness. You like drama.
You like sassy, Kyle.
I don't think you've ever listened to yourself speak. Is what I'm learning. You are the most disrespectful person I've ever dealt with.
The way Kyle turns and looks at Strofe when he needs something or needs something to say, it's like a very intense.
Grab the mic and look at him in the eye.
I was not disrespectful to Strofe now. I simply just said, did they fix it or was this a quick fix? So I don't know. I wasn't there for it. How would you shut up?
He does get defensive.
Yeah, I'm asking him a question. I'm trying to help him out.
If you want to produce the show, come produce the show.
I'm the reason it got fixed because he was just going to sit there and let it be like that. I said, Strofe, you should reach out to somebody.
All right, now it's a who's better at what off right now.
Or maybe if it bothers you so much, maybe you could just reach out and fix the damn problem.
I offered to do that. You said you got it.
Because I always got it.
He's always got it.
You didn't do it.
I love a good Kyle Strofe feud.
You annoy the living hell out of me.
No, I know. I told him what to do and he did it. Now, instead of being grateful, he's sitting there getting attitude. Fix your attitude.
Grateful for what? You did nothing except sit there and complain and moan.
I instructed you. I gave you leadership. I led you. I said, kid, why don't you contact me and fix it? And what did you do? What did you do? What did you do? Did you do it by yourself or did you listen to your leader?
Or, first off, you are not the leader of this program. In fact, you probably fall in fourth place of the four members.
You followed me today, didn't you?
Secondly, what do you think happened the other two times we fixed the problem this week? Did you have anything to do with that?
It was broken.
Just like you did the third time, the answer's no.
Well, you listen to me.
He's going to get the last word no matter what, so just give him that even if he's wrong, because otherwise we'll do this for another hour. Because I have to ask Strofe a question, because you had some boots on the ground at Fiserv Forum yesterday. What did you learn from your boots on the ground?
Yeah, my boots on the ground. So I pulled him aside today and I said, hey, buddy, tell me everything. What'd you learn? What was the crowd like? What was the post-game locker room like? And he said to me, Strofe, watching Giannis with the Bucks is like going to the zoo. And I said, I wonder how he's going to land this plane. And he goes, you go there and you go, wow, this was really cool to see. I'm glad I did this. And then after you leave and you ponder for a little bit, you think, I kind of feel bad for those animals. I kind of feel bad for Giannis, holding them captive when you know they could live a happier life in the wild. Wow. And I said, wow, that's profound.
That is deep. That is.
Is it true?
100% true for Giannis. That resonates. That resonates. He's great to see.
He's held captive.
Not saying these guys are human beings, but you're going and you're looking at entertainment and you look at this amazing, amazing talent in Giannis just being stuck in this place with this team. Yesterday was embarrassing. I was in the play yesterday, Hamilton, and I get a text message. Cool. I look at intermission, and I look at my phone, and I get a text from baby girl dad saying the Bucks are down like 18 points in the first quarter. I said, huh? What? Like, that's not great. Why would Giannis want to be stuck with something like that? So he is captive with this terrible team.
Giannis, it's like seeing the lion at the zoo. You see it, and it's powerful. It's amazing. It's beautiful. It's majestic. But there's another gear in there that on the savannah, that gear when that comes out, it can't possibly come out in the zoo. I want to see Giannis
because the zoo is the team that he's playing with right now.
That's right.
Yeah,
it's a circus, really. It's closer to a circus. The lion's in the circus, and he's got to be out in the savannah.
Yeah.
And you just know that there's that gear, but he can't fully be appreciated. He can't fully let that majesty be uncaged until he's with that right situation.
And that's why Bucks fans shouldn't be mad that Giannis wants to get out of here. We should be like, you know what, Giannis? I don't want to see you go, but I also don't want to see you waste away in this rundown zoo with all these mangy, rundown animals that you call teammates.
And sometimes these animals, they go crazy. They'll bite their trainer. They'll bite the zookeeper. Sometimes you see an outpour.
You saw that yesterday.
SeaWorld.
They didn't pass the ball to the best guy.
R.I.P. Harambe, right? He fell in, or somebody fell in.
Somebody fell in.
A kid fell in.
A
kid fell in, and then Harambe went after the kid.
No,
and then
Harambe didn't even go after the kid. Harambe was being nice.
No, Harambe went after the kid. That's why they shot Harambe.
Either way.
Kyle and Strofe not being on the same page again.
2016 thing. 10 years ago. You know the 2016 trend? Harambe was 2016.
I think he's telling the story wrong.
I guess Giannis isn't...
I hate Kyle Wallace.
Hate is strong.
Again, he started the show by saying he's in hell.
He did.
Yeah.
You've only furthered that point.
Because of Kyle?
Yeah, not you. Kyle. I'm calling
Well, either way, can you give us the list of why you're in hell, and you can add somebody to that list?
Yeah, so the list starts with the Green Bay Packers melting down, allowing 25 points in the fourth quarter, likely bringing back Rich Bisaccia, which we'll talk about with Jason Wilde coming up next, and just being disappointing overall. Then we move on to I don't even know where to go next. Everything sucks. Luke Fickell on Wilde and Tausch today. Ugh. What else we got? The Milwaukee Brewers trading Freddy Peralta and making me sad because a year after winning 97 games and going to the NLCS, they get rid of their best, most consistent pitcher. Love that. The Milwaukee Bucks, likely the end of Giannis, so that's awful. And Kyle Wallace sucks. I'm in hell.
And your girlfriend's not coming home...
Yeah, my girlfriend's been gone for 2 weeks, so I'm just, everything's great.
There it is. So we're reaping the benefits of that.
Yeah.
I don't think usually that benefits to be reaped from him.
That optimistic, overjoyed Strofe is just, I've never seen this side of him.
I'm like a 4 out of 10 today.
Get out.
Aren't you? Yeah, aren't you not supposed to be on the show?
When we're an 8 out of 10, you tell us to get out. Get out, Strofe.
Get out of your studio?
Get out.
All right.
There he is. He's gone.
He's really excited to leave.
I can't produce a show. I do a better job. He ain't did nothing for us. He had a break screen on the whole time.
He's out the door.
It's fine.
Strofe. Bye, Strofe.
See ya. You won't be missed. Show will be better without you.
You just need him to press the button.
Yeah, I was going to say, actually, Jason Wilde's coming up next. So you got to call him, then you can leave. But first, I got to tell you about what is a great partnership between IKEA and UW-Madison, a new pickup point at the University Bookstore. IKEA family members, you get great rewards. You earn points for just shopping, using the app, and visiting the store. And you can redeem those points for discounts, dining, and services. And again, a new pickup point in Madison at the University Bookstore. IKEA family's free to join. You get access to special sales and savings throughout the store, access to buyback, access to 90-day price protection, free coffee and tea, and new signups for IKEA family, which is free, will get $20 off your next in-store purchase of $150 or more, and choose to receive those promotional emails. A QR code is sent within 48 hours of sign up, and then bam, you're an IKEA family member. And you have so many benefits that you can be rewarded with. We go to our gal, Dirty D, Diana in McGuanago, on the Carbless Talk and Text line.
First of all, Kyle, you need to leave Strofe alone.
What did I do to Strofe?
Are you picking on him?
No, I'm not picking. I didn't do anything to the kid. I simply just asked him a question. He picked on me. You got to get your facts straight, Dirty D. How about that?
Leave Strofe alone.
My mama wrong, too.
What was that?
Also, I got a question for you boys. If I love Giannis dearly. Don't get me wrong. My freaking plates on my vehicle are Giannis plates.
Don't dox yourself.
If he's so miserable, then why doesn't he just say he wants out?
Because he doesn't want to be the bad guy as much as it's already making him be the bad guy without him actually being the bad guy, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes total sense.
We'll get to Jason Wilde. Very
eloquent.
Yeah, very, very. I mean,
That's
you could write
poetic, in fact.
I mean, I'm going to write a book soon. Jason Wilde is going to join us. He had Luke Fickell on Wilde and Tausch. He also has a lot of information regarding the Green Bay Packers. One of things on Stroph's list is Rich Bisaccia and the likelihood of him coming back as part of the 2026 staff. So we have Jason Wilde and Kyle Brust Nortman joining us next.
This is Kyle Brust and Nortman.
DKB, they get all my love, all my energy, and all my time. I'll be danged if GKB and Craig not going to allow me to take my half-an-hour boo-boo. If I need to do that, they need to allow me to do that.
That's your whole lunch break.
I don't even take a lunch break. I work during lunch.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Starting off the afternoon with a little bit of an issue. Northbound 43 at North Avenue. The center lane is blocked with a broken down vehicle. So that's going to be causing some issues coming out of the Marquette up to North Avenue. The southbound side slowing from Fond du Lac Avenue down through the Marquette. Westbound 94, we've got backups from about 20th Street all the way to Hawley Road, with the eastbound side slowing just east of 84th Street all the way to just past 68th. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Tonight, rapidly falling temperatures, slight chance for flurries, gusty with patchy blowing snow, a low of 13 below with the wind chill of 25 to 35 below. We do have an extreme cold warning starting from midnight tonight to 1 p.m. tomorrow for all of southeastern Wisconsin. Mostly sunny, windy, dangerous cold, a high of 5 below, a wind chill of 45 to 30 below. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
With Wilde and Tausch, you won't miss a play.
Great, have a great regular season. What are you going to do in the postseason? This Matt LaFleur era is now basically evolved into regular season. You're going to be fine. Hopefully you can be better than what you've been.
Yeah. Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
But you're going to get in the dance. Yep. And then it's going to be, can you do it when the money's on the table? Certainly not the last 2 years.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN, ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube channel, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Tired of waking up exhausted? That dad bod weighing you down? Let's get you back to the old you. If your energy, focus, and drive aren't what they used to be, your hormones could be out of balance. At Mentality, we'll dig into what's really going on, then build a personalized, science-backed plan using hormone therapy and peptide treatments to get your brain and your body back on track. So stop telling yourself you're just getting older. Book your appointment now at lowtusa.com. Right now, all new patient labs are covered in your treatment plan. That's a savings of $250. Go to lowtusa.com.
Kick off the new year with a smarter home and bigger savings with Exterior Pros and Baths. New windows to lock in the warmth, durable roofing, eye-catching siding, or a stunning bath makeover. Start the year off right and get $3,000 off your project. That's right, $3,000 back in your pocket during our New Year savings event. Call 262-800-4274 or visit extpros.com today. This deal won't last all winter. Exterior Pros and Baths. New year, new home, done right.
Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center is teeing off the new year with another can't-miss tournament and 1,000 in cash prizes up for grabs. Hey ESPN Milwaukee, this is Gary Ellison, inviting you to a two-man scramble at the legendary Kapalua Plantation course, all played on Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center state-of-the-art simulators. Sign up now at wisconsinindoorgolfcenter.com. It's just $120 per team, and you must get your round in by January 31st. Your chance to take on Kapalua Plantation course starts today.
Grab the dial and crank it up, baby, because Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee is spinning its Winning Hits collection. Over the next 3 months, you could win a share of over $1 million in prizes. On top of thousands in cash and reward play, you could win one of 3 new Ford vehicles in the grand finale drawings on March 27th. Just play with your rewards card to earn entries. Press play on the Winning Hits collection, only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
It's ESPN Wisconsin's Game Night Show for Events by Design. Events like appreciation parties and retreats can go a long way towards boosting morale and retaining top talent. Events by Design is your go-to creative partner for employee events that truly make an impact. They help leaders retain top talent by making their people feel seen, valued, and celebrated. The creative team at Events by Design does all the planning and production, making sure things not only look great, but also work. Make a smart investment in your culture today. Search online, Events by Design. They design, you party.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
He was not taken out of context. He said the whole thing.
Three-time Wisconsin Sports Writer of the Year.
I don't think that means much, though. Like, it very rarely happens.
Holding everybody accountable.
They need to be more mature.
Jason Wilde is on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
As just mentioned there, Jason Wilde of Wilde and Tausch, 9 to noon across these very stations, is joining Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. If you missed Wilde and Tausch's interview with Luke Fickell today, you can go back on the ESPN Wisconsin app or YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison and find that around the 10 o'clock hour, about 10:05, I believe it started. Jason, welcome to the show.
Did I just... Who makes those? Strofe makes those, right?
Correct.
Does. The intro?
Yes.
Did he put the 3-time Sports Writer of the Year line? Did he follow that with me saying something about that doesn't mean much? Is that how he designed that? Is that what happened?
Wow. Strofe just got in it with Kyle and now Jason.
Jason.
He's going scorched earth, Jason.
Jason's doing the thing where he picks and chooses what to pick on. It was solving the world's problems one day at a time or holding everybody accountable. And then you say that doesn't mean.
Do we need to replay it for everyone to listen in closely?
Yeah, under a fine-tooth comb.
We do.
He was not taken out of context. He said the whole thing.
Three-time Wisconsin Sports Writer of the Year.
I don't think that means much, though.
Jason, I told you Stroke was on one today.
That man cannot take any accountability.
Jason,
scorched earth.
on purpose.
Jason, I told you on the phone.
Three-time Wisconsin Sports Writer of the Year. Well, what the bleep does that even mean?
It doesn't mean much. Career accomplishments.
And now Stroke just goes silent.
I'm going to let you guys in on a little secret. He's not wrong. Like, it's kind of a bogus award. So I appreciate it, but nevertheless, he's not wrong. So
I think it's the highest of highest awards because it makes this conversation even better.
Well, all I was looking for was a little bit of explanation as to whether that was intentional or not. And I know that Strofe would not lie, except maybe about this. So that was just totally by happenstance.
The truth is here, Jason, that we've made this push, which I know you've talked a lot about on your show, too, royalty-free music. And so I threw that open together moments before you appeared on Monday. And I just grabbed 3 clips that I thought sounded good and put them in random order. And it's actually funnier that way. So I'm glad I did it. Not AI.
So it's all just blame AI. That's always the best way to
messaging,
go,
maybe.
I think.
Well, Jason, happy to have you here despite the warm welcome that Strofe did not give you in your introduction. I do find it interesting that Kyle has been, even before this past year, been very interested in Al Harris. With one of the coordinators taking a job with the Cowboys that the Packers were interested in.
Christian Parker, yeah.
Where do you feel like, obviously you don't know, but do you have a ranking? Do you feel like Al Harris? Do you feel someone that might be friendlier with Matt LaFleur from a relationship standpoint? Do you have any insight of kind of the direction they want to go from a coordinator standpoint?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, and we've talked about this, the first time that I can remember an instance where a team did not get, there's an old cliche about in the NFL, you get what you emphasize. I'm sure Brad heard it a million times during his playing career. And yet the Packers emphasized takeaways to the nth degree, and they didn't get them, right? I mean,
very true.
They had less than half of the number they'd had the previous season, even though they installed the red lights and siren and everything else into their meeting room. Like, to me, that's one of the I don't really remember an instance of that where a team really invested in something and committed to something, and it failed so spectacularly to yield results. The reason I bring it up is because Al Harris presided over a defensive passing game that had 23 interceptions, the most in the league. And even though he didn't have a lot of interceptions in his career because he insisted on always playing man-to-man, bump and run, and you don't have vision to the football, he's obviously coached it in a way that has at least helped. I wouldn't give him all the credit for it, but at least helped the Bears be really good at intercepting passes, especially with a group that I would say is not like, a bunch of first-team All-Pros. So
Byard is a first-team All-Pro now this year, wasn't he?
He is this year, and the Tennessee Titans couldn't wait to get rid of him, right? I mean, and I think he had a stop somewhere else, Philly or somewhere else.
I think it is Philly. Yeah.
And so, I'm glad you brought that up, Kyle, because that's, he did it with a guy that was cast adrift, who had been a really good player, by the way. I'm not slighting him in the least, but there were teams that had said, okay, this guy's washed, he's done, whatever. And obviously he wasn't for the Bears. So, look, I think that's obviously something, Matt LaFleur doesn't really care about the interception against Matt Hasselbeck in the 2003 NFC playoffs. But I think, his resume, remember, Al's been doing this now for over a decade. And as Charles Woodson said, he still can't believe that he's actually coaching because he never thought he would do that. Jim Leonard is another guy that, I obviously have a great relationship with, like I do with Al. So both of those, from a purely selfish standpoint, are the ones I want. Jonathan Gannon, who
shoo.
Terrible with the media, from what I can gather, is not someone I want. But again, Matt LaFleur's not hiring a guy to be great with us. He's hiring somebody that's going to keep the defense playing well and take it to an even higher level than Hafley did. So I have favorites in terms of, for my own selfish reasons, but beyond that, he's going to interview more people. And I think it's also a good sign that Matt LaFleur is interested in people that other people are interested in, right? The fact that Christian Parker got the Cowboys job tells you that he has his stuff together.
A lot of people.
Yeah, and he is going to interview a lot of people. And again, I look back on, but so is LaFleur. But I also would say that, a couple of years ago when they hired Hafley, none of us had him on our radar. There were a bunch of other names that we were all familiar with, and all those guys like Denard Wilson and Zach Orr, another guy who got a defensive coordinator job whose name is slipping my mind right now. But the guys he interviewed, they were all candidates, and they all got other defensive coordinator jobs when he didn't hire them.
Jason, from one coordinator to another, Rich Bisaccia. I mean, all the numbers, the eye test, it's been a disappointing tenure on special teams for Rich Bisaccia's unit. I think a lot of people are thinking that he was going to be gone, even if Matt LaFleur is extended, but I'm not so sure that's going to happen anymore the longer this goes on. What is it about Rich Bisaccia that Matt LaFleur likes so much that he wants to continue to retain him as a special teams coordinator? If that happens.
I'm gonna turn this around on you, Brad, because you're the specialist in the group. Like you know what makes a good and not so good special teams coordinator. Now, I've talked about this ad nauseum. It's another one of those things that I tell people and they get really mad because they disagree with it. It's not me trying to tell you this is why Rich Bisaccia should keep his job.
But what about Matthew Golden? How are they going to use him, Jason?
Yeah, exactly. He's great. God bless him. And he needs to be their number one wide receiver next year, come hell or high water. So in Bisaccia's case, like I've told people this a bunch, like he is LaFleur's most trusted advisor. Now you could say if you've ever seen the Disney classic Aladdin, you might say that he's Jafar.
My
trusted advisor, but not really helping him. And Jafar obviously is undermining him. But that's part of it. I use the word consigliere. On top of that, I do think that there is a belief among the coaches and not just Rich Bisaccia that the way they build their roster puts them at a competitive disadvantage in terms of what they have to work with on special teams. I'm not saying they're right or wrong,
actually.
But I thought you might. So that's another part of it. Now, next, the culture thing, which is what really ticks Packers fans off when I say it. He is integral to what they do from a culture standpoint. Now, you can say, well, what the hell is he doing that makes him be so vital to their culture? In talking with people who work in the building, in talking with players, Because I was curious about it too when somebody said that to me, and I didn't. I wasn't going to write a story about it because no one was going to read it because so many people want him fired. But like, it is authentic what they believe he brings to their culture, and I kind of put it in the perspective. And I know Stroh's heard me use this before, but it's true. Like, he's kind of like the cool team grandpa, that he connects with all the players really well. He connects with everybody in the building, like whether you work in security or on the janitorial staff or in the equipment room or in the training room, or you're one of the nutritionists. Like, he does have a charisma that everybody really likes.
Can they just make him an advisor based off this conversation?
Well, and that's kind of where I was going, and I don't see that as viable, right? But that is, to me, how do you keep all those qualities and then maybe get some new ideas from a special teams perspective? I don't know if that's possible. And Rich Bisaccia has been a special teams coordinator his whole life, except for when he was the interim head coach, or at least his whole NFL life, except for when he was the interim head coach of the Raiders. So, like, is Rich Bisaccia, how's he going to – yeah, I'd love to still be the culture – like Tausch decided he created a new job called the culture coordinator.
Well, Jason, here at Good Karma Brands Milwaukee, we have a chief vibes officer, and that's Sophie the dog, and maybe Rich can be that in the culture.
Bring up people's happiness.
I would is Sophie the dog potty trained properly?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yes, she is. She better be.
She pees on Ben Brust's desk, I hope.
No, Ben just does that on his own.
Jason did have a farting incident there, so I can't really defend him.
Jason, the sad thing is I'm not joking.
Yeah, Jason doesn't understand.
I don't, and nor do I want.
Ben pooped his pants once.
So I didn't need that. So I would ask. Can I just turn it around on Brad before I go?
Please.
So what would you do? Like, let's say Ed Policy calls and says, "God, Brad, you're the voice of reason on that Wilde and Wacky afternoon show on ESPN Wisconsin. I know you play in the league. I would really appreciate your input on this. What do you think I should do? Because I'm telling you, I've seen it with my own eyes, even though I'm the team president, that Rich Bisaccia really does mean a lot to the culture here, and it means a lot to Matt LaFleur, and I think he helps us succeed in a lot of ways, but our special teams haven't really gotten better. What should I do?"
Well, I would have to watch for like a week or two to see how Coach Bisaccia, because the biggest thing for me for special teams, guys that play disciplined, play hard, and know what they're doing. Now, that sounds like that should be easy. These are NFL guys, but personnel plays a big role in that. If special teams is an afterthought to roster construction, like, oh, we'll just take all of our backups and shove them into special teams, that makes for a really, really hard time, because there are special teams like studs out there that sort of lead the team and all that kind of stuff. So if the Packers aren't doing that, and if they're young, that's a tough thing to go against. But if they're playing hard, playing disciplined, and doing what they need to do, my question is Rich Bisaccia's coaching implementing that on top of everything he's doing from a vibes perspective? Or is he just a little bit out of touch with the new rules, connecting with players in that way, not tough enough on them? So if he is that influential from a non-schematic standpoint, I would put him in as an assistant head coach kind of thing, like just like a assistant head coach. He's there to advise Matt LaFleur, game situation, become an expert at that, and then get a young guy that he can kind of, be the lead special teams guy, special teams coordinator, and Richard Bisaccia can help out a little bit from more of an assistant side of that too. But it sounds like his voice and presence is important for the organization and the team. Discipline, playing hard, knowing what you're doing. If you're not doing those three things on special teams, you're going to struggle. And I just wonder, I just don't know what that's like from behind closed doors, so I'd have to spend some time there, Mr. Policy.
So all right, Ed here still.
Yes, Mr. Policy.
What if I prefer to be called Ed. I'm not Robert Kraft.
All right, Ed, how are we doing, Ed?
What if I promote one of his assistants to that role, or am I just is that, because that would probably placate him, right? If I do that, Brad, if I if I promote Brandon Storer or whatever, Byron Storer, or and still keep him on. If I go out and hire somebody else, that would be new ideas. But on the flip side, it would probably tick him off. He'd probably just leave. But if I promote guys that have been working under him and are his lieutenants, they might do the same thing that Rich does. So what do I do?
Well, Ed, here's what I would do. I think that at this point in Rich Bisaccia's career, he's making his $2 million. He is quite happy. I think you need a fresh voice. These rules, they're changing, and guys respond to younger, energetic, new ideas that might be hard on them. I think that maybe a sense of complacency is set into special teams. We need a new voice, a new vision, a new toughness. Let Bisaccia be the good grandfather. Say, hey, guys, we're all in this together. Joke here, joke there.
No.
Let him be that guy for Matt LaFleur. Support special teams, but then bring in
how about this,
tough
Ed?
guy.
How about this, Ed? You let these people know life is rough. You ain't going to always get what you want. Guess what? There's going to be people that get hired and fired. That is the NFL. He got to go because he's not performing well. He can be the chief vibes officer all he want, but if you ain't performing, if he ain't performing, his behind got to go. Let this be a life lesson for them. If you don't perform, you're going to be just like...
Is this Brad or Kyle?
I'm telling you, if you don't perform, you're going to be just like Rich Bisaccia. I'm just saying. Vibes. I want to win. I want to be successful.
Let me just tell you, Brad and Brad.
My alter ego.
I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell Goody that we have to make more of a commitment with our roster building so we don't suck on special teams, because I think it's more about our roster than it is about Rich Bisaccia, and I want to make some changes in that this year. And then if it's still a problem, then we know that it wasn't just.
Well, Jason,
it was Rich Bisaccia.
Jason, why does Goody get a pass then? Nobody's talking about his contract extension the way we talked about.
Yeah, I don't know. And then I'm the guy that hates Goody. So it's just it's a whole thing.
Goody,
I don't know. You're right. I don't.
I like Goody, but I want to hold him accountable. I think you're absolutely right. There's not been enough of an emphasis to build special teams. You got kick returners and punt returners. The best returner on the roster is Keyshawn Nixon, and you refuse to put him back there, and you draft a guy in Savion Williams.
Josh Jacobs did a trial this year in kick return.
Only in the last game
Matthew
of the
Golden doing spin moves off a punt return.
Right. And by the way, I know what you said, and I thought the same thing until I realized it wasn't true. Savion Williams, who's compared to Cordero Patterson when they drafted him, you realize his only returning experience was like a handful of returns on kickoffs as a freshman at TCU. Like, he's not a return guy either. We knew Matthew Golden had never returned a punt until he got to the NFL.
It is a shame. It is a shame. There has to be more of an emphasis. Special teams is an integral part of the game, and the Packers have not invested in it.
Yeah, you can't just call it defense, guys. And you can't just call it we-fence and claim that you care more about it than anybody else, because you're right. The roster building and the results don't show that.
Jason, Ed, we appreciate the time.
You're welcome. Make sure you check out the Pro Shop. We've got a couple of bargains right now on some clearance out bobbleheads. The Jeff Halfley T-shirts are 50% off.
We're gonna revisit the Blockbuster comment from Wilde and Tausch coming up next, Jason. But before we do, I got to tell you about the Princeton Club, because with the Madison locations and New Berlin, if you're looking to grow, you can do that at the Princeton Club. They're going to cheer for you in all areas of your life, and the best way to do that is form a foundation of a healthy body, and then your growth will start there. Before January 31st, you will get the lowest rate of 2026. Lock that in. For my wife and I, with the free childcare that we provide with our membership, we drop off our daughter, we get a great workout in, we're helping create a foundation of a healthy body. And then the growth will come from there. So if you're looking to grow and you're looking for a great environment, atmosphere, clean health clubs, a place that always has the best equipment, investing in you in all the areas of your life, then you got to join the Princeton Club for your better tomorrow. Little clip here from Luke Fickle on Wilde and Tausch earlier today coming up next. It's very bland, but I think we can get something out of it.
This is Kyle Brust Nortman, KBN.
I've seen some of those jersey checks.
The NFL. You were a punter.
No. I haven't. I've seen them.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
We have that disabled vehicle on northbound 43 right about at North Avenue. Now the two left lanes are blocked right now, so for the cleanup of that. And then at the ramp from Fond du Lac Avenue, we do have a crash there off on the right shoulder as well, just adding to the delays. Big backups all the way back from about National Avenue all the way up through the Marquette, up past the accident scene at North Avenue. On the southbound side, backing up from Capitol Drive all the way down to the Marquette interchange. Traffic is brought to you by Glenroy, now hiring. As the packaging industry rapidly grows, so does Glenroy. Apply today at glenroy.com/careers. That's GLENROY.com/careers. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight, rapidly falling temperatures, a slight chance for flurries, gusty with patchy blowing snow, a low of 13 below with a wind chill of 25 to 35 below. An extreme cold warning from 12 midnight to 1 p.m. tomorrow for...
Your New Year routine just got a major refresh thanks to Carbless. Staying mindful, Carbless has 0 sugar and 0 carbs. Watching calories? We've got you covered. Still want something bold and delicious? Well, that's our specialty at Carbless. Whether you're out celebrating or settling into post-holiday goals, Carbless keeps things light, fun, and completely guilt-free. Start your 2026 with flavor and no compromise. Celebrate the new year with bold flavor, 0 guilt, and a drink that keeps things light. Happy New Year from Carbless. Let's make your new year feel flawless.
You've already put in the work. Now there's a way to make it count towards your degree. At Lakeland University, your work and life experience can earn you college credit, helping you finish faster, saving time and money. With flexible evening and online classes, plus multiple start dates, Lakeland fits your life. Study 100% online at one of our 6 locations across Wisconsin or on our residential campus in Sheboygan County. Customize your degree to fit your life, your goals, your future, without missing the moments that matter, at work or at home. Your experience matters here. Lakeland University. Experience it your way.
Is it time to buy an engagement ring?
Or a big anniversary diamond?
Kessler's has diamonds that come from diamond mines.
And we also have diamonds that come from plasma chambers.
When you see the size of the diamond you can afford when you look at our high-tech newborn created diamonds,
you're going to be happy, happy, happy.
And with approved credit, our financing plans make anything possible.
Our selection of engagement rings is beyond compare.
And our custom design department can modify any ring in any way you choose.
Anyone who says they can give you a better ring
or a better diamond
or a better price
has never been to Kessler's.
And our miraculous no small print warranty says,
if you bought it at Kessler's, it's guaranteed.
It's just that simple.
And all maintenance is free forever.
No charge.
Yes, it really is that miraculous.
You found a partner you want to share your life with.
When you're ready to celebrate,
we've got a diamond for that.
Find the Kessler's nearest you at KesslersDiamonds.com.
In 1987, the Bucks took on the world and changed basketball forever.
At stake, basketball supremacy in the United States.
Bucks versus the World, narrated by Charlie Behrens, is the new season of Behind the Bucks podcast, presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. It's the untold story of the 1987 McDonald's Open, when the Bucks became the first NBA team to face the Soviet Union. Listen now on Bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
At Big Fish Contracting, we want every home project to be a good story worth sharing. That's why we as a team aim to exceed your expectations. We can improve any aspect of your home. Everything from a complex remodel to the essential roof, gutters, siding, and windows. Integrity, humility, and kindness are why we've grown in southeastern Wisconsin for the last 2 decades. Visit BigFishContracting.com to learn how Big Fish is renovating homes and redeeming an industry.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Kyle, Brust, and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. I feel like I'm on Drumline right now watching Nick Cannon. 800-990-3776 is the Carbless Talking text line. YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee, at ESPN Madison, of course, the ESPN Wisconsin app. Now, we just talked to Jason Wilde, who had Luke Fickell, the head coach of the Wisconsin Badgers football team, on with Wilde and Tausch earlier today. This was something that perked Brad's ears and my ears, if you could perk up your ears. This is what Luke Fickell had to say.
You know, the key is that you got to find a way to make sure you can get yourself in the game and be a part of what I would say not becoming blockbuster. That if you don't at least get with the times and recognize that this is a part of something that gives you a chance to be in the realm of everybody in college football.
Blockbuster, eh?
Yeah, I mean, get with the times. It gives you a chance to be in the football realm's blockbuster.
Did he say anything, Brad?
I mean, he didn't really say anything. But the one thing I can take away is we are blockbuster. Like, we have been putting this off for too long. The problem is Wisconsin football is blockbuster, but now they've realized they're blockbuster, and they're trying to throw money and a redirection and change the whole ship to become more like Netflix. The problem is Netflix and all these other streaming services, they have far surpassed you, and you're trying to play catch up. What you had to do this 3 years ago, right? Don't be stuck in your ways. Don't be doing the things that you know won't benefit the program and say, oh, you know what? We're not going to play that game. We're going to do this our way. The problem is you've been doing that for 3 years, and it's been nothing but struggling. So the one thing I will say is, at least they're not blockbuster saying, you know what? Our business model is right. We just got to keep on doing the same thing. At least he's not saying that. So I have to give him credit for saying, you know what? We do need to change how we do things.
So what are they, Redbox now?
Yeah, we're more Redbox. We're going to take small steps toward trying to be Netflix. But the reality
is... Are they Netflix where they're sending DVDs to people, or are they Netflix so you can stream?
They're not streaming. They're far from streaming.
Still mailing them DVDs.
You know, he talked about in there trying to reinvigorate Wisconsin recruiting, getting back on level playing field with money, developing. Like, he's saying all the right things. I just wish this was 3 years ago. So much damage has been done to the program and the program's potential that you just wonder how much can be done in 1 year. So it's better late than never. That is my theme when it comes to Wisconsin football. It's better late than never. However, they are very, very late. I just don't know if he can survive another year of not having a very good football team. And I'm not sure how the transfers.
What do you mean you're not
sure?
He shouldn't survive. He should openly quit.
I'm not sure the football team will be as good as it needs to be in order for any sort of hope to be there that he can turn this thing around.
I just think this football team next year, there's not going to be Indiana. You know why it's not going to be Indiana? Because we don't have a coach like they have. This team, I think the last time I checked, transfer portal top 25. Bravo, very good. But the problem is that there's other teams that are better than you that you're trying to get into the top 12. Ain't gonna happen, right? And so for me, when I look at this overall team, I just don't trust in Luke Fickell. You can bring in whoever you want to bring in.
Will they finish the year in the top 25?
They won't sniff the top 25.
You don't think they'll be ranked at any point next year?
No. I mean, unless if they beat Notre Dame and slaughter
Notre Dame's gonna be amazing.
And slaughter
they won't.
We're not gonna be amazing.
So that's the problem. If you're not gonna beat Notre Dame,
they can get 9 wins.
But you're 9. They're not getting 9 wins.
They can get 9.
You're based off of what?
I mean, hope will drive a man crazy.
Yeah, I mean, you're doing this with the Brewers and the Badgers, and what are you doing next?
Well, the Brewers actually give you a reason to have hope. The Badgers don't give you any hope. The Badgers,
the hope is the transfer portal.
They pivoted a little bit to make it seem like, you know what,
they have given a glimmer of hope.
A glimmer. I will say too.
And we're still talking about hope.
We're talking about hope. At least they're not saying, you know what, people are going to come into our doors and rent DVDs and have to return them manually 3 days from now. That's what they've been doing, like Blockbuster. At least they're getting to the boardroom and saying our business model is dead. We need to redirect, and we need to redirect quickly. At least that's being said. So that alone gives me a little bit of help. Now, will it be enough? I hope so. I hope so.
Say it with your chest, Brad.
But
will it? Yes or no?
They're going to get 9 wins next year. They're going to get 9 wins.
You want to put monay on that? What Homer say?
No, I do not.
Well, then you don't believe it. You didn't say it with your chest because you know they're not going to get 9 wins next year. If they don't start off beating Notre Dame and then they just beat Western Illinois,
they're not going to beat
Michigan,
Notre Dame.
Well, then they're not going to be ranked.
Notre Dame's going to be like a top 10 team next year.
They're not, okay, well that's what we're top 10. We're achieving to compete with those guys. Brett, you know what's crazy?
Far from that.
We were all of even 4 years ago when Jim Leonard took over the team. We were like, oh, maybe they can upset somebody. We're gone now. We don't believe it.
Yeah.
The Wisconsin beat 2 teams top 25 this year, didn't they? They beat Illinois, and then they beat
who did they beat?
They upset
Washington.
Oh yeah, Washington. In an ugly game.
And we still don't have confidence.
Well, That's what happens when you dig yourself 3 years into a hole.
Yeah, Luke Fickell said a whole lot to say a whole lot of nothing.
He did say very little. He did say very,
and
very
you want
little.
to put 9 next to his name. That's very good on you, Brad.
Prove
Kyle,
it to
Brust
me.
Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. We wrap up the ESPN Wisconsin portion and get to the 414 hour at 4. Next with Benny Sweaty.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
I'm a seam head now. You can call me whatever you want.
Oh, seam head.
I don't even know what that is. That means I'm a baseball dork. All I do is sit and watch MLB big inning at night.
Head.
I've never heard that before.
This is because you're not a seam head.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. On this show, it's always football season.
How can their roster building technique be a little more beneficial to them handling the highs and lows of games and of seasons?
Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
I'm not saying we need a bunch of 11th year veterans, but I do think that there is an immaturity to how this team handles themselves.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN, ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube channel, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Rock a big win this January at Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee. Don't miss your chance to win a share of $60,000 in prizes every week. Just play with your rewards card for entries. Prize drawings on Thursdays. Plus, your January drawing entries all roll into an even bigger prize drawing in March. Rock on all month long, only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Start the year moving, not hurting. If your joint pain has been slowing you down, then listen up. There is a way to get real relief without surgery, without downtime, and without putting your life on hold. Dr. Ashley Caravelli and her team at QC Kinetics here in Milwaukee offer regenerative treatments designed to help your body repair the areas causing pain. Knees, hips, shoulders, or back, wherever it hurts. Instead of an invasive operation that takes you out of commission for months, these treatments are done right in the office. You walk in, you walk out, and you get on with your day. No 3 to 6 months recovery. Picture this instead. You're moving better, you're feeling stronger, actually planning the year that you want because you finally took care of that pain the smart way. Game-changing regenerative treatment from QC Kinetics. January is your clean slate, so make it count. Call now for your free consultation at QC Kinetics. Call 414-240-2298. That's 414-240-2298. 414-240-2298.
This is Eric Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited, letting you know that Siding Unlimited installs Pella windows and doors. That's right, Siding Unlimited installs windows, and we do it really well, earning the prestigious Pella Platinum Premier National Certified Contractor of the Year award 5 times. New windows, our expert team will deliver on a smooth, hassle-free installation, making you feel proud of calling Siding Unlimited for your window project. What's the next step? Call 262-567-4513 or go to sidingunlimited.com.
We love the Packers. We bleed green and gold. And every time our team takes the field, well, it's pure football bliss. If only there was a way to experience that blissful winning feeling every day. At Associated Bank, we've got you with 10% off Lambeau concessions and 15% off Pro Shop merch. All when you get Packers checking from Associated Bank. It's how Packers fans keep winning on game day and every day. Associated Bank, Bank of the Packers. Learn more at associatedbank.com/Packers. Member FDIC.
Start your Milwaukee weight loss program now to lose weight fast. Many lose 20 to 30 pounds in a month or two. Call for your free consultation. 262-235-3980. 262-235-3980 or online at MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNWisconsinContests.com.
That's ESPNWisconsinContests.com.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on where you purchase insurance and by state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, and Bradley Nortman, but I got to tell you about how at Woodman's you can get $5.99 for all of your Screamin' Sicilians, original, thin and crispy, tavern-styled, for $5.99. More of your favorite pizza. Loaded with toppings at an unbeatable price. Stock up right now and make every night pizza night. And stay tuned tomorrow for Frozen Pizza Friday. Traveling on Saturday, which means on Friday night, you know what's in the Brust household. The tavern-style, pepperoni. You got the OG Screamin's Boss Hog. You name it, it will be in the Brust household. Stay tuned to win Frozen Pizza Friday tomorrow and taste what all that screaming is about. It was a frenzy yesterday from Weekly Wager heading over to my basketball game. And then I looked at my phone and someone goes, reaction video. I was like, reaction video what? And then I opened up Twitter. I see Freddy's gone. So on YouTube, took myself out at the end of the third quarter. I was like really sweaty, but I was like, I got to do this. So without knowing anything, here's what I sent out to you guys.
This is my Freddy Peralta reaction vid. Oh, man. It sucks. I get it. It's the Brewers way. But, man, if you do Willie, why not go Freddy after setting a franchise record of wins going to the NLCS? And when I say, why don't you do Freddy, keep him the whole way. I get the game. It's how the Brewers stay relevant. Pick your poison, man. If you want to be mad they trade him, I get it. If you want to be not happy but understand it, I get that too. More fun summers.
More fun summers, everybody.
What kind of league that you're in that you can just sub yourself out and go on your phone?
That video was so distracting.
It really was.
The pound, the squeaking of the shoes.
Is there a screen in the background?
Yes. Why are you breathing so heavy? You were out of breath like that,
bro. It is. These games are entirely too long. That what
are you playing? 12-minute quarters?
Yes.
No. That's absurd.
No.
Yes.
Absurd.
Yes.
Y'all playing full.
It's Con Knippel's dad's league, and he put out a PSA on text being like, "Hey, if the Hornets are playing on the night of one of our games, don't tell me anything," because he's doing the scoreboard and watching the game and taking. It's crazy. It's crazy. Screen.
That is wild.
Drop.
Is crazy.
Switch.
I was so distracted. All I heard you say is, Willie Adames, you did it with Willie. You could do it with Freddie. You know, why not do it with Freddie? That's all I got from that.
Well, I didn't. At that point, I didn't even know the prospects. I didn't know a guy named Jet, which is awesome. Jet.
Yeah.
J-E-T-T. Jet.
It's not even a bad trade. To be honest, it's not a bad trade.
No one's saying it's a bad trade. Again, if you want to be frustrated, like I know Strofe is after the franchise record of wins, and you have an $8 million pitcher on your payroll, I get it. But now Strofe is boycotting the segment because I made fun of him during the break and didn't tell him why.
Factually made fun of him,
though. Factually, yes. But
okay, what does that mean?
He has been in our
when you have
this
somebody
whole time.
back there with you, like we did with an intern learning the show for the first hour, you act completely different when they are outside of that.
You put on a whole show.
You put on a whole show when they're back there. When they're gone,
the moment.
I'm trying to explain what I'm doing.
Yeah, but the moment they left, your attitude completely shifted. You yelled at me. You yelled at Jason. You've been yelling.
Why did I yell at Jason?
Again, you're getting caught in the
Jason.
minutia of just you've changed.
Jason.
You changed. You're a different person.
Well, here's the thing. I say things to you guys when there's not people in the room that I can't say when there are people in the room. So
like what?
I would say that's fair. Well, I can't say it on the radio either, man.
Maybe you should be more locked in and focused when people like.
I think we need to implement an intern in the production room during Kyle Brust Nortman for 3 hours a day. We would get the best Alex Strofe ever.
I don't think that's accurate at all.
I think it's very accurate. It was a very, very well run, well produced first hour. Second hour.
What's wrong with this hour?
Look like you're yelling again.
No, immediately after the intern left, there was no break screen up when they went to break.
Correct. We got IT working on the computers. People are getting to see our IT team that didn't ask to be on video.
Well, they know what happens when they're coming into a live production.
Okay.
Here we go. Deflection City.
Mm-hmm. And that was during the last hour. That happened during
Yelling again. Would you be yelling like this with the intern?
I yelled to open the show today.
No, you cried.
But I was yelling.
Yeah, that was different. This is now coming from a different place of animosity.
If you want more animosity,
not at my best friend Brad Nortman.
No,
Brad, you want more Strofe animosity. Hey! You want more animosity? You got KBN in 2 minutes. Jim Matt and Molly Madison, Damn Sports Show in Beaver Dam.
Northbound 41 at North Avenue, the left shoulder is blocked with a crash. And then on Highway 100, southbound at Meineke Avenue, the 3 right lanes are blocked with a crash there. Back onto the freeway, we do have delays southbound on 41 from Silver Spring all the way down to Burleigh. Northbound 43 still have those problems. At Fond du Lac Avenue, we've got a crash on the right shoulder. And then at North Avenue, we have that disabled vehicle that has the 2 left lanes blocked. Should be just about cleared. Unfortunately, the delays are there from Lincoln all the way up to that point. And checking the TMJ4 Storm King forecast tonight, rapidly falling temperatures, a slight chance for flurries, gusty with patchy blowing snow, a low of 13 below with a wind chill of 25 to 35 below. An extreme cold warning from 12 midnight to 1 p.m. tomorrow for all of southeastern Wisconsin. Mostly sunny otherwise, windy, dangerous, cold, a high of 5 below with the wind chill of 45 below to 30 below. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazga on 94.5 ESPN.
Ben Brust here for the Princeton Club. If you're looking for your better tomorrow, you know where to go. It's the Princeton Club. If you're looking to grow, it's also the Princeton Club, because they will cheer for you in all areas of your life. The best way to do that is to start a foundation of having a healthy body, and your growth will start from there. With the cleanest health clubs in Wisconsin, they provide everything for you to reach your goals. Join before January 31st to get the lowest rates of 2026. Make sure you join the Princeton Club for a better tomorrow.
Wisconsin is still cattle country, and that's why Bunzel's chose to stay close to home to hand select the finest beef. Quality goes into everything they do, from Bunzel's expansive array of meats, homemade specialty sausages, and their award-winning beef jerky. It just isn't a proper holiday meal without Bunzel's top quality cuts on the dinner table. Tasting is believing. Visit Bunzel's at 90th and Burleigh or bunzels.com.
Hey, this is Jen Latta. You're listening to 94.5 ESPN, WKTI, and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station. Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle Brust Nortman, KBN on 94.5 ESPN. The ESPN Wisconsin app, and streaming live at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube. The 414 Hour on KBN is brought to you by Siding Unlimited. Siding Unlimited is Wisconsin's leader in Pella window installation. Looking for new windows, siding, roof, and doors? Visit them at sidingunlimited.com.
It's the 414 Hour at 4. On KBN.
He is Kyle Wallace. I am Ben Brust alongside Bradley Nortman. A locked-in Alex Strofe is running the show. UKB Nation, as always, 800-990-3776. I love making you smile. YouTube at ESPN
You were
Milwaukee.
talking to me, I assume.
And at ESPN Madison. Oh, yeah, you're locked in. And I'm making you smile.
I don't know that you're making
Look at that. I see it.
Five.
And this is a Strofe segment. Strovis and Nerdman.
Yeah.
Let's do it, guys. I mean, with the news of Freddy Peralta being traded.
Hold on, I got a boogie. One sec.
A boogie?
Again, wouldn't have done this with the intern in the room.
I feel it dangling, my eyes watering. Okay, I'm ready.
So Freddy Peralta's traded. Got some prospects. Last year we had a lot of fun because a lot of us bet on the Brewers to win the over.
It was a fun summer.
It was a very fun summer.
And who predicted a fun summer last year?
Mark told us you will have a great fun summer.
And he
called
delivered.
Bro, I ain't lying.
Best
I never said he lied. I was saying, is that going to be good enough come fall? Because I was there for Vaughn's Grand Slam, Mizarowski against the Dodgers. Like, ton of great games. If you went to a Brewers game, if you went to like 2 or 3, one of the 3 that you went to was memorable. Memorable that like you'll be like, yes, I can place myself where I was for a moment.
Won 14 in a row.
Yes, they did.
Wild. They did. That's true.
Burgers, baby.
I mean,
burgers.
The throw from center field. I mean, you name it. Like there's just moments and moments and moments. So we want to. I see a couple. Not at Potawatomi yet. Once that comes out, we'll dive deeper. But I see around 87.5 probably as a win total for the Milwaukee Brewers. So what did we do? We ran the Monte Carlo. How many simulations, Strofe?
200 200,000 simulations.
Hit Nerd Man.
When the data gets dense, when the decimals demand justice, when one man dares to calculate it all, it's Brad Nerdman on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
200,000 simulations have been run, and I'm trying to calculate a few different things for the Milwaukee Brewers' future after the Freddy Peralta trade. And that's when you say, Kyle, what are you trying to calculate, Strovis?
Oh, what are you trying to calculate, Strovis?
Well, first off, I'm trying to calculate their over-under win total for the following season. Kyle, thanks. I'm glad you asked. After 200,000 simulations, I have their average win total on the year. But before I give you that answer, Benjamin, what did you tell me the over-under line was that you were able to find available?
87.5.
The average wins through 200,000 simulations of the Monte Carlo's 2026 MLB season. The average win total for the Brewers, 87.4.
Come on.
You're kidding.
I'm looking at it, fellas.
You're kidding.
87.4.
Wow.
Can you provide some information that you spit into there to make sure that it's taking into account everything that it needs to end up exactly the way it just did?
I'd like to run a Monte Carlo of the 2026 Milwaukee Brewers season after they traded Freddy Peralta and Tobias Myers to the New York Mets for the following prospects. Yada, 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 yada. Please pull all current information you need about all 30 teams before running the simulation. I'm curious how often they are hitting or how close to the over-under mark, which I will withhold from you, this Major League Baseball season.
You don't think it found it itself?
87.4 was their average win through 200.
So Monte Carlo has the under. It's the under.
Slight under.
So, I mean, 87.4 versus 87.5. I mean, that's all I mean. No.
That's why these sports books are so good.
Well, because they probably use
200,000 simulations.
Well, they probably have a model that they use.
Of course.
The same
So,
thing that Monte
fellas,
Carlo probably did.
I don't care about over-under win totals. That's
What do
not
you
I
care about, Strofe?
Thanks for asking, Kyle. I care about
He
championships.
finally asked.
Championships.
Oh, well.
So I ran.
Monte Carlo's going to say 0 of them.
I ran another simulation, Kyle.
How many?
I ran another simulation, Kyle.
Oh, what simulation did you run?
Strovis.
Strovis?
Thanks for asking, Kyle. Let me tell you. I looked at the next 5 seasons, 26, 27, 28, 29, 20, 30.
The window, Kyle.
Yeah.
The window.
I'm intrigued.
And I wanted to figure out what the probability of them making a World Series and the probability of them winning a World Series is over the course of the next 5 seasons.
Which Kyle's promised a championship.
Guaranteed.
Now,
did.
It also brought into effect the possibility of the 2027 season being locked out. And, well, obviously that does not help their chances if there is an entire season missed over the course of the next 5. But all in all, if the season is played in its entirety in 2027, through 200,000 simulations, there is a 27% chance the Brewers make at least one World Series appearance in the next 5 years. 27.6%.
That's pretty good.
That's better than what we had in the past. We only got one.
There was only about a 14% chance of them winning, though. 14.9%.
I like it.
That's more than half of their appearances, so if they make it there.
But if any of the 2027 season is affected, let's say about 50% of the season, the odds of them making an appearance drops to 25%. The odds of them winning drops to 12%. So we have about a 12% chance to see.
Ask the Monte Carlo.
Okay. Yep, go ahead.
Strophus.
Yep.
Activate the Monte Carlo. What year are they most likely to make that World Series appearance? I'm fascinated with the powers that be will simulate in Monte Carlo.
I wonder what goes into that. Do they look at their prospect ranking?
Everything.
Right? Do they look at the history of developmental
it's an infinite amount of computing
Do they look
power.
at the Dodgers payroll?
Oh, yeah, well, that plays a role too. I just, I mean, the Dodgers aren't going to win every year, so obviously they're gonna get knocked off.
Well,
they're not going to win every year. If they win every year, then the salary cap has to happen. You can't have one team winning every year.
Well, trying to give Monte Carlo some time to do the 200.
It's a lot of simulations now. It's a lot of simulations.
Well, again, I think that when you take into account what the prospects look like in the current ball club that won all the games that they won this year, you get a lot of those guys back.
27% is pretty high.
I think it's really high, especially when you got 30 teams in baseball.
Well, it's not the answer you're going to want to hear after trading Freddy Peralta. The season of the 5 it is most likely is 2030.
2030.
Slightly edging out 2029.
That's okay.
So we got to wait. You got to wait and stay alive. Basically.
That's okay.
Fun summers until 2030.
Jesus is going to come save the day.
I'm upset.
This is why you have the #1 farm system and the young core.
Exactly.
Is Sal still going to be here in 2030?
No.
Ask them on.
Every single starter will be traded.
No.
They're not going to pay for anybody.
That's not
Williamson Nortman's going to be playing second base.
Williamson Nortman. I'll be cheering. I'll be
Run the simulation on the odds that Sal Frelick is a Brewer in 2030.
I'm not doing that.
The top. You are just absolutely doing that.
Let's go to our guy Levi, who has a fever on the Carbless Talking text line.
Oh, no.
Levi.
No, I want to make him feel better. You're on the Carbless Talking text line, Levi.
You feeling better?
Hey, guys. Thanks, Ben, for cheering me up, man. I'm trying to get this fever the last few days. Sucks, man.
Yeah.
It's that time of year.
Take you some medicine.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I just wanted to say I just want to wish Freddy Peralta nothing but the best. Thanks for all you gave to the Brewers organization for 7 or 8 years. I hope he does well in New York, but we don't want the Mets to win it all. But I'm just happy that the Cub fans don't have him because they would have been trolling about it, but they don't got Freddy Peralta because Cub fans stink, as we all know.
That is
yeah.
That's all I got to say. But also, I just want to say one more thing. Hey, Ben and Stroke.
Yes?
I'm thinking about writing down, are you smarter than Ben Brust? I would do for you. And you know where to find me, Stroke. I would do it for you guys if I came down to the Avenue in Milwaukee.
Oh, you want to read the questions?
I don't know.
Or
yeah,
write
I would
them.
love to read my questions to you.
His questions.
You want to write the questions or read the questions?
Well, I don't have them on me now, but I'm saying if I did, I would love to.
Okay, so here's what's happening, I think. So Levi sent us to break one time, and then he did the 414 hour one time.
That's right.
I think Levi is trying to make the show called KBNL.
Levi, do you have a Hear Levi Out? Come up with a great Hear Levi Out.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I'm not from Milwaukee, man, but I still love listening to the show. Just for one day, you know, if I did.
Levi, you don't need to be from Milwaukee to like the show.
That headache getting to you.
Yeah, I was going to say, Levi, we appreciate you. Hydrate to be great and get better, all right? Sounds good.
Thank you, Levi.
Okay,
Levi
there
was
you
a little
go.
bit all over the place.
Levi really trying to.
Maybe he's taking some medicine.
He's trying to etch out some territory.
He's trying to squeeze you guys out.
He is.
I'm not threatened by it. Brad may be.
Why?
Maybe if he has a good enough Hear Levi Out.
Brad's
not a high bar.
Brad's the best part of the show except me.
And Strofe is easily the tone setter of the show.
Wow.
Levi could not do what Strofe
This
does.
alliance.
Strofe will be married with children before the Brewers win a World Series.
Wow.
Well,
That's actually probably a pretty great over-under.
would your woman stay with you 2030? You think she's going to wait for that long?
For the marriage part, probably not. I might be able to make her wait until like 2029.
Okay.
I don't know about 2030, though.
He's talking a big game right now.
She's in charge.
Ain't no way for
She is
3
in
years
charge.
that she would wait around for this schmuck.
Yeah, that's very true.
The kids part is fascinating.
Strofe, do you think she will wait 3 years for you?
Be honest.
Do I think she would wait 3 years for me? Yes, she loves me.
Okay.
I think so. Do you want me to ask her?
Yeah, you should.
Yes, actually, yes.
You should. Well,
I'll let you guys draft the text.
Be careful with this
Make
one.
sure you let
This
her
is
know
for
this
the
is
show.
Yeah.
This is for the show.
Well, actually, no, don't say that.
No.
You're the man.
Put her antenna.
No, you're the man.
All right,
You're the
man.
Tell me what the text.
Yeah. Hey, we
I
talking
think
about
it's
this.
important to take it slow. Period.
I'm not saying that. That would be a bad idea.
Why don't you?
You said we can craft the text.
That's
All
very
right, go
true.
ahead, craft the text.
All right.
I think it's important we take it slow. Period.
I'm just curious, not saying this is the case, but would you be willing to wait to get married by 2029?
I have my reasons, period.
Brad.
We're right in the text.
Brad's trying to end my relationship.
That's your best friend.
Don't do
That's
the last.
your
Don't do the
best
last.
friend.
Don't do the last.
John,
sentence.
Brad,
I
have
can't.
a
I can't in
backbone.
good spirits. What?
Have a backbone, man.
I can't.
Should I just blankly say, would you wait until 2030
To get married.
to get married?
Yes.
Yeah.
Would
no,
you,
no,
would you,
nothing
would you,
before or
would you
after.
stay with me? Would you stay with me and wait till 2020?
Would you stay with me if we didn't get married until 2030? Question
Or
mark.
later.
No, just 2030 question mark.
Whose side are you on?
Or would you look
Or would you look
to go in a different direction?
Go in a different direction.
I can't wait for this answer. Alan in Milwaukee, excuse me. Alan in Milwaukee. You're on the Cardinals talking text line, Alan.
Hey, how's it going, y'all? Question. I got a question for Brad, and then I'm going to give y'all a chance to apologize to Brad at the same time.
Ooh, I like it, Alan.
So, Brad, do you think the Badgers should rethink their position and go after one of these NFL coaches since there's so many on the market right now? Should they rethink Luke Fickell and go after one of these guys?
I'm not
and
sure
then,
how
that's
much.
the question.
Well,
let me get
let him
the
get
part.
to
Then
the
I'll
next
get the
part.
to you guys. So you did a Hear Brad Out a few weeks ago where you were talking about moving some of the bowl games or something like that to like week 0 or something.
I think that was Jesse Nelson. I believe that's his take. I'm not sure I had
What are you
that.
talking about? You wanted to move bowl games before the start of the season and Hear Brad Out.
I did that?
Yes.
No, that was Jesse
No,
Nelson.
that was trophy games, I think.
Yeah, Jesse Nelson won.
I had trophy
I think it was
games.
Brad.
No, it was Jesse. I was down in Florida driving, and Jesse Nelson did that idea.
I did have bowl game
Was it
ideas.
Jesse? I thought it was Brad.
Okay, and either way.
I thought it was Brad, but regardless, I was listening to the national guys the last few days, and a lot more of them, have been coming out talking about doing the same thing, moving the bowl games to.
What do those national guys know, Alan? If they're aligned with Jesse Nelson,
I'll tell you what, it sounds like a Hear Brad Out, and it sounds like it smells like a Hear Brad Out.
Jesse aced it. He understood the job.
Did you text your girlfriend?
You have to have some vision, folks. You have to have some vision.
Did you text your girlfriend? Thumbs up. It is out there. When we come back, we'll find out if Strofe is still in a relationship next.
I hope he is, for his sake.
This is Kyle Brust and Nortman.
What is used to measure the loudness of sound?
It's a meter.
You're so close. Up to the D.
Decimeters.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Just the crash on northbound 43 left over at Fond du Lac Avenue off on the right shoulder. We're seeing delays basically coming up from the KK River all the way up past the earlier accident scene at North Avenue. It goes all the way up to Locust. The southbound side slowing down from Capitol Drive down through the Marquette and over the high-rise bridge. An accident northbound 41 at North Avenue still causing problems on the left shoulder. And one on Highway 100 southbound at Meineke Avenue. The 3 right lanes are still blocked with this. So Highway 100's really not where you want to be right now. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight, rapidly falling temperatures, a slight chance for flurries, gusty with patchy blowing snow, a low of 13 below with the wind chill of 25 to 35 below. An extreme cold warning from 12 midnight to 1 p.m. tomorrow for all of southeastern Wisconsin. Mostly sunny otherwise, windy, dangerous, cold, a high of 5 below with the wind chill of 45 below to 30 below. Weather is brought to you by Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center in Waukesha. Another 2-man scramble tournament is underway. Play the Kapalua Plantation course for a shot at cash prizes. Must play by January 31st. Sign up now at wisconsinindoorgolfcenter.com. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
All day, every day. The Carbless Talk and Text line is open for you.
First off, there is not one team that's on the fringe that scares me.
800-990-3776. The Carbless Talk and Text line. This is more.
Earth Justice is a national legal nonprofit defending the environment and people's health. Until justice stands for all, our lawyers will never rest. More at earthjustice.org/neverrest. Earth Justice, because the earth needs a good lawyer.
Brewers mini ticket plans for the 2026 season are available now with 6-game, 12-game, and build-your-own plan options. You can pick or build the best plan for your schedule, whether you're gearing up for tailgates under the sun, the thrill of the home runs, or the eruptions of walk-off wins. Brewers mini plans have you covered for the 2026 season with specially discounted ticket rates and more exclusive perks in each plan. Check out all the mini plan options available for 2026 now at brewers.com/ticket plans.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
Hi, this is Michelle Voskel, CPA and team member at the Neal Group. Happy New Year. Hopefully you enjoyed the holidays and spent time relaxing. Now it's tax time. I know, it's not the most wonderful time of the year, wondering if you are getting a refund or money to the IRS or to the state, waiting for all the forms to come and wondering what is deductible. Control the situation instead of letting it control you. Let us help you understand all the new tax laws, how they affect you, and how to take advantage of them. Last year, we helped Janet and Norm go from owing $43,000 to getting a $500 refund. We can help you too. The first meeting is free. Call now, 414-325-2040, or visit nealgroup.net. You earned it. We help you keep it. That's 414-325-2040 or nealgroup.net.
The pursuit of fair wages and top-of-the-line benefits is achieved when the right union has your back. The Sheet Metal Workers Labor Union is extremely diverse, representing Wisconsinites working HVAC, architectural metals, welding, specialty fabrication, and much more. Make great living wages with outstanding benefits, pensions, and apprenticeship programs in trained, safe working environments. The Sheet Metal Workers Union is a leading force in the revitalization of the labor movement in Wisconsin.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Hey, it's Kyle Wallace for Universal Windows Direct. In New Year, New You. Well, how about this? Try something different. New year, new home upgrade with Universal Windows Direct. KBN Nation, right now, when you buy 4 windows, you get 4 free. And that's one of the biggest offers they've ever done. And you get 0% financing for 60 months. That is 5 whole years to spread out your payment without gaining any interest. Plus, you'll get $1,000 off your entire project, plus a little something. I know it's cold right now. Aren't you imagining a vacation? Well, imagine getting your windows, getting $1,000 off, and getting a vacation voucher. That's exactly what you get with Universal Windows Direct. If you have questions, go ahead and call them today. 414-410-2000 or visit universalwindowsdirect.com to schedule your free in-home estimate today. Buy 4, get 4. 60 months interest-free, $1,000 off, and a warm vacation to look forward to. I'm telling you, like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
Kyle, Brust, and Nortman with you till 5 o'clock. 800-990-3776 is the Carbless Talking text line. Little Fonzie had chimed in after we told Strofe to ask his girlfriend if she would wait to get married until 2030.
I shouldn't have sent that.
Because we ran a simulation of the Milwaukee Brewers of when they would likely win their next World Series, and that was 2030.
Bad idea.
She has a reply.
Yeah, bad idea. Did she see it?
No.
Bad idea. Bad idea.
You're okay.
Can you delete it and bring it back?
No. Why are we so soft?
Well, I won't do that.
It's
a test.
No,
it's a test.
She loves him, and you know,
we'll find out.
And
she loves him. She loves him. We'll find out.
She's having a busy work day. I haven't heard from her in well over an hour. So,
oh no.
You know.
Well, you know, she her being the breadwinner, Strofe has to work a little bit harder.
Did you reveal that?
Strofe has to be, work a little bit harder. It may take him to 2030 to be able to afford a ring. So, with that being the case, he wants to see if she's going to be ride or die. But,
ain't no lie.
But she also knows that she is the breadwinner, and she knows,
Does she pay off her credit cards?
Love is patience, Strophe. Love is patience.
She paid off your credit card and smacked your butt and said, good job, kid.
She's not paying off my credit cards. I don't have any credit card debt.
Good for you. Me either. That's smart.
Smart man right
Only
there.
buy what you can afford.
You know what? You're getting better.
That is.
I've never had credit card debt.
What's your credit limit?
Well, I have a few different cards.
What is your credit?
I'm not disclosing that information.
Well, why are you not disclosing? What are you embarrassed? What is it?
Well, each card is different.
Okay.
What's the highest you
got?
It's not that high.
Okay.
Does the credit card company impose the limit on you?
Yes.
Brad.
He is so rich. He is so rich. He is so
What
rich.
is your credit limit?
He doesn't
have one.
200,000 simulations.
This is unlimited. He's
I've
told
had
us
a
this
credit
before.
limit in a decade.
Well, I wonder what happened in that decade.
Yeah, what were you doing for a living? Out of curiosity.
All they had to do was Google you.
Credit
What was your salary?
Which place am I at?
When did you make your most money with the Jags?
Jags, yeah.
Okay, how much was your salary? Out of curiosity, I'm gonna do a little math.
1.8.
Yeah, it averaged out to 2.2.
Dang, and no what's
okay,
called either.
so
No state income.
So that'd be six. That'd be 6 zeros.
Yeah. Well, no, 5 zeros. 2, and then 5 zeros.
I'm just gonna
digits, 6 digits.
Okay.
What math are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing?
I'm trying to figure out the percentage that I make of what Brad.
Okay, well, tell me this.
Lord.
Don't put the business
there's only 2 years,
too much,
though.
Too much.
I don't still make
Sure,
that.
what's your credit limit? I am interested.
You don't have to make him do that.
Is it over under 5,000? That's
I make a little bit. I make more, or about 3% of what Brad makes in a year.
I don't make that anymore.
Well, you did.
If you did, I would be asked for a pay raise simply because of the fact that means he got that. If you got $1 million to pay him, y'all got a couple extra 5,000 for me.
Why are you always begging?
I'm not begging.
So, anyway, so how's everybody doing?
All right. So
Are you nervous about this text back?
You should be. You should
Thanks,
be.
Kyle.
No, I'm serious. As someone in a situation who was not engaged and married, let me tell you. Remember when we did the whole...
So are you telling me I should hurry up?
No, not at all.
No, that's not what we're saying.
Take your time.
Yeah.
We're seeing how much time you have to take.
Don't be in a rush. Y'all been together for 2 years. What
We're trying to figure out how much she
don't
loves
rush.
you.
But like Dave from Aaron texted, "Holy smokes, I was married in less than a year of dating, and we're still together 12 years later."
Okay,
yeah.
good
For every
them.
Dave, there's a Tom that is also not in 12 years together any longer.
I won't ever get divorced. I've seen too
That's
many.
the spirit. Don't even say the word.
Yeah,
don't even say the word.
I don't want to get divorced.
But take your time. Don't be in a rush.
even
No, if
say
she's a
that
breadwinner,
D
you might come
word.
out on the other side of a divorce.
Yo, that's
Ben,
very
come
true.
on,
I
dude.
know somebody who got that. Oh, he living like a king. He living like a king. He married well, real well. You know, they was having conversations talking about, girl, he only with you for the money. Guess what? He was.
Did he admit that?
Well, not to her.
Sounds like they said I
like
do
true
with
love.
such a
He eating good. Good. It's crazy when the scripts get flipped. All of a sudden, women care about the fact that men get to, eat off of it.
Listen to Little Fonzie on the text line. He says, "Love is a postcard, not a scorecard test. Don't jive with love."
What does that mean?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, Fonzie,
I
you
like
mind explaining
I
that
like
one
it
to
from
us?
Little Fonzie, though.
I'm asking Strofe to tell us his credit limit. I really wanted to know.
You can ask him off air. I'm sure he'll tell you.
Hey, who cares, Strofe? You're a young man. You're coming up. Everybody can have a high credit limit.
What's
like
your
him.
credit limit?
Oh, thousands.
I don't know.
That's very vague.
I don't know.
You can't
give him crap.
I've never reached it before. I don't know. I don't spend like that.
I've never reached it either.
I don't know.
That's why there's a limit.
I don't know I literally don't know what my credit limit is. I'll look though.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna
What do you
look.
think Kyle's is?
The Amex or the Chase?
Ooh,
The
Amex.
Amex.
Which one do you use more?
Chase.
Will that have
That's
the higher
probably
one?
more
The
realistic.
cash back.
Points, Kyle.
That cash back good. I got caught up in cash back. So where do I even find
Have you
this?
upgraded your honeymoon suite yet?
No, because we need
You're cheap,
to
is why.
to get there.
The
first.
whole trip is
in the
free.
Flight. Well, no,
You should upgrade.
We're gonna get there, and because of the member that I am with the card, I'm supposed to be able to get an upgrade anyways.
Bro, my
And
brain hurts thinking about all the hoops he has to jump through to get all these different
guys,
things.
I have not enjoyed this segment.
I don't know where to find my.
Are you
credit
still
limit.
sweating the text
Yes.
back?
As you should.
I
be.
probably will be until the show's
Oh, my
over.
credit limit ain't that much.
What's that?
It's only $11,600. So it's not much.
I mean, that'd be a pretty big month, though. That's a pretty big month.
I ain't spending that much money in a month. Crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
So, Strofe, I'm not that much. I'm a modest,
He's very
hardworking
quiet and he's
black
typing.
man.
What are you typing? Sorry, disregard. I unsent a message. Why did you unsend it? Because I got bullied into sending something on the show.
What's her usual response rate? How quickly?
Well, this is an abnormal week for reasons I'm not going to get into. So it's been a little bit slower this week.
Okay.
Everything good in the household?
Yeah, everything's fine with us.
I hope so. She's been staying away from you quite a bit.
2 weeks.
Well,
2
yeah,
weeks.
She's out of town.
Choosing.
Yeah, she's
Choosing
got
to be away
things to
from
do.
you.
Not choosing. Don't say like things like that.
Did she not make a choice? She made. I mean, Strofe, to be honest, she made a choice. She didn't have to go where she had to go.
Can you understand why I don't like him?
I mean,
I can sometimes.
where
yes.
she's at now is a choice. Is it not? Why are you shaking your head?
Not participating in this.
People are starting to feel bad for Strofe right now on YouTube and
here we
Carbus Talk
go.
text line, and personal text line.
Stroke's wedding and Brewers World Series.
2030. Strofe is. Can I just say, Strofe is a hardworking guy. He's amazing.
Compliment sandwich time.
He has a wonderful woman who loves him, adores him. He is. Every time I see him when I walk in the door, he lifts my spirit. I mean, the kid is A1. I love him. I really do.
Coming up next is the Wheel of Strofe, which is a state of the union of all of our sports teams.
Strofe,
and
you're not going to acknowledge all the nice things I said to you?
I don't think the Wheel of Strofe will be a State of the Union, no. I actually have some dating drama for you that has nothing to do with me.
Well, that's good.
For now.
There's no drama in your life. Strofe, you'll be okay. You should delete the message, though.
It's,
No, it's too late. I think you have
it,
15 minutes to send it or to delete it.
All right, Wheel of Strofe. We lighten up the show with some energy and our great producer that we love so much next.
This is Kyle Brust Nortman.
He now is off his rocker saying it. Well, if I played
Choke artist. Choke artist, choke artist, choke artist. That's what you both are. Yeah, I said it. You both are choke artists.
Losers, choke artists.
That's what you are. You
frauds,
choked against
what else are
TCU.
we?
You choked against Oregon. You choked against Kentucky. You choked against Duke. I can keep going.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Well, 41 northbound, right about at North Avenue, we do have an accident on the left shoulder, still causing some issues. Southbound Highway 100 at Meineke, basically in the same area. The 3 right lanes are blocked on Highway 100, not on the freeway, but on Highway 100 with a crash there. So try and avoid that area if you can. Southbound 41 is slowing down before Hampton, all the way down past Capitol Drive. We've also got more delays on the bypass, just south of Greenfield Avenue, all the way down and around the Hale interchange, all the way to 60th. On the westbound side of the bypass, backing up out of the Mitchell, all the way to 76th Street. And checking the TMJ4 Storm King forecast tonight, rapidly falling temperatures, a slight chance for flurries, gusty with patchy blowing snow, a low of 13 below with a wind chill of 25 to 35 below. An extreme cold warning from 12 midnight to 1 p.m. tomorrow for all of southeastern Wisconsin. Mostly sunny otherwise, windy, dangerous, cold, a high of 5 below with a wind chill of 45 below to 30 below. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
The Milwaukee Weight Loss Program has been able to change the lives of thousands of people with this incredible metabolic reset program. We know the secret to losing up to 1 pound of fat every day with no exercising, no prepackaged meals, no counting points or calories, no drugs, no surgery, and no injections with the risk of serious side effects. There's no better time than now to give yourself the gift of a new you in this new year. Schedule your free consultation now by visiting MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com.
Homer here. I'm starting 2026 off right with Milwaukee Weight Loss. Their team is full of great people who listen to me and my goals through the consultation process. Their program is the secret to losing up to 1 pound of fat every day, and many patients lose 20 to 30 pounds in about a month or two. Call for your free weight loss consultation, 262-235-3980, 262-235-3980, or online at MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com, MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com.
Make your next activation or event a slam dunk with Captivate Exhibits, your leader in transforming spaces and creating brand experiences that truly stand out and connect. If you can dream it, Captivate can design it, build it, and activate it. From trade shows and events to enhancing interior spaces like your lobby, history wall, or break room, Captivate Exhibits turns ideas into highlight reels. With over 32 years of award-winning experience, Captivate delivers every time, always beating the buzzer. Get started with your next big idea today at CaptivateExhibits.com.
Monica, we've got to hand it to you.
You and the design team have outdone yourselves. Are you talking about the One collection? Those rings say you are the one.
And they say it symbolically.
Describe the symbols.
Every ring in the One collection should be presented with a special ritual.
What would that ritual be?
You pick up her left hand and you place a kiss on her ring finger.
Rick, you never told me about that part.
Then you show her the tiny red diamond, flush mounted inside the ring, that will forever be in contact with her finger.
Why is it red?
Because that's when the giver says to the one, wherever you go, my heart goes with you.
I give you this kiss. I give you my heart. The red diamond is a secret symbol of that sacred moment. The center diamond on the outside of the ring is for the whole world to see.
But the tiny red created diamond inside the ring is only for the two of them.
The One collection of engagement rings is available exclusively at Kessler's. To find the Kessler's nearest you,
visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
My house has a new glow. I love my windows. Universal Windows Direct.
Hey, it's Kyle Wallace. Buy 4 windows, get 4 free, and 0% financing for 60 months, $1,000 off, plus a bonus vacation voucher. Restrictions apply. Call 414-410-2000. And like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
$800 990-3776 is the Carbless Talking text line. Time to pass it over on Kyle Brust Nortman to Kyle Wallace.
Now, I just want to say, Strofe, I apologize. I got a text from my brother. My brother rarely texts me during the show, but he sent a text that said, "Why you bullying Strofe?" And I said, I literally told him, I apologize.
Leave Strofe alone.
So the Wallaces...
Leave Strofe alone.
I apologize, Strofe. Obviously, the Wallaces thought that was bullying, so I apologize. I care deeply about you.
You are a Wallace. Did you think that was bullying, yes or no?
I feel bad now. I feel bad. My brother,
That
my
wasn't
big
the question
brother.
I
If my
asked
big
you.
brother,
If his big brother didn't text him, he would have went the rest of the day thinking
That
about
wasn't
it.
the question I asked you. I said, you are a Wallace. Do you view as what you were doing as bullying, yes or no?
Pat on the back. I was a bully today.
I think you're soft. Let's get to Leo Strofe.
Do we have to?
Yeah.
Push up.
It's time for the
Wheel of Strofe.
Boy, oh boy, we got more relationship drama to talk about. What a fun hour this has been for me.
This is
Is the wheel fixed?
Back in better? No. Back in better than ever? No.
Another day, another buckaroonie. It's the Wheel of Strofe.
You got questions, I got opinions and answers.
None of that?
This wheel's never going to stop spinning.
Blue. It's blue. You saw it.
Blue for sorrow. That Strofe is feeling right now.
I'm feeling blue, but actually I'm feeling love because love is in the air.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Weeks after Bears quarterback Caleb Williams was linked to model Ash Cash,
Google her.
Josh Jacobs has posted a video confirming their relationship.
Ooh.
Miss to steal your girl. Josh
Cash?
Jacobs.
Ash Cash?
Yep. With a K.
She's not bad. Not
Good
bad.
for the last laugh. How about that right there? Yeah, that's pretty good for you.
She ain't none of our women.
No.
But she ain't bad.
Wow. How about that? That's a good.
I can't. Well, how do you spell this?
Ash? Like,
Ash,
you know what
A-S-H.
Ash is?
And then Kaashh.
That can't be. Is that her real name?
No, it's her model name.
Model name. Wow, there's model names.
Okay, so I went on her page, and December 30th, she was in Chicago. Did the Packers? Is that when the Packers?
No.
No, that was December 20th.
That's interesting. She was at a Bears game.
I think it was a recent swoop, Kyle. That's why Josh.
They're
Jacobs'
walking
last
down
laugh.
the beach holding hands.
Ain't no way, bro.
Damn! December 30th, she posted it.
Do you listen? Kyle just said that.
It took me 5 minutes to find Ash Cash and how you spell it.
Kyle just said that.
Actually, that's a pretty. If that is true, she was hanging out with Caleb on December 30th, and it is January 22nd.
Wait. I'm seeing here. December 30th?
Yes.
Yes, Bradley.
In Chicago?
Yes.
Wow.
Thank you, guys. Yes. If she was with Caleb December 30th, and now Josh Jacobs got her on the gram.
Beach.
Yeah, that's a bad look for Josh. That's a bad look for Josh.
Is it a bad look for Caleb?
No, I would say you got my. Never mind.
She got.
I know what
she
you're saying.
upgraded.
You got my.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
She upgraded.
Like second place Brad.
Yeah.
Hey, don't you put that out there
And Josh is better than that.
with that.
Now, if
Yeah.
he stole his girl, I mean, it's different. Like, we still lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he has the last laugh.
I mean, do you really want to be with a woman like that?
All right, I did
Updated
not
Caleb
think this was
Wilde.
where this was going.
Stroh. What do you think? Wait, what's your thoughts on this, Stroh?
I love, and I'm happy to see our running back happy.
In 3 weeks, if he dated another woman?
We don't know that she was dating Caleb Williams.
What is she
It was
doing
just
at a
rumor.
Bears game?
Yellow. It was yellow.
He's defeated, man.
Yellow for the Baltimore Ravens. Another one bites the dust. Hey. Jesse Minter, the Chargers defensive coordinator, heading to Baltimore. That's the breaking news just moments ago. Now, that's actually not what I want to talk about at all, because there's different breaking news that just came out. Packers offensive coordinator Adam Stenavich being interviewed for the Titans offensive coordinator position.
Hey,
Baby bird and mama bird.
there it is.
Robert Saleh.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yes.
hey.
Yes. Do him a solid.
You know what Matt LaFleur is going to say to Adam Stenavich? Buddy, go. He's going
out the
to.
nest.
Mama bird is kicking that boy out the nest.
Is that supposed to be a wing?
Yeah.
It's one.
How'd I do?
Robert Saleh.
Excellent, as
Thank
always.
you. Thank you, best friend. I
Look
appreciate
at
that.
what Adam Stenavich has been able to do working with Jordan Love.
Link all. Yeah.
Everything.
Think about what he did with Cam Ward.
LaFleur should call his best friend Robert Saleh and say, "Hey, man, I'm totally okay with this."
Well, hold on. If you're going to do a best friend analogy, let the best friends do the
you guys do
analogy.
it.
Okay, I'll be Matt LaFleur. You be Robert Saleh. Okay, ring, 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 ring.
Hello.
Hey, best friend, it's Matt LaFleur.
Hey, best friend Matt LaFleur. It's your best friend Robert Saleh.
Hey, Robert, I've just got a brilliant idea for you, best friend.
Please tell me. Only best friends would give great ideas.
I've got a guy for your offensive coordinator position who is going to elevate the heck out of your first overall pick, Cam Ward, and only a true best friend would give you this recommendation.
Who is that? Best friend?
I'll tell you, best friend. It's Adam Stenavich.
Ooh. Okay, I take your word for it,
You
best
should
friend.
see what he did with Jordan Love, best friend.
Are you sure?
Oh, why wouldn't he ask? Why do you want to get rid of him?
Are
best
you
friend?
sure that you didn't have anything to do with?
No, all Adam.
It was all Adam.
But
Because the best friend wouldn't lie to me.
a best friend would never lie.
Okay.
And as your best friend, I'm telling you, best friend, that Adam Stenavich
is ready to call
is ready
plays.
to call plays.
Bro, you know what's going to be sad about this? Robert Saleh and Matt LaFleur's friendship is going to end. Because if he hires him, and then Robert gets fired again,
That's
and he's
true.
going to look at his friend and say, why you
sent me this
guy?
trash?
Well, you said he was amazing.
He's already taken one Green Bay outcast in Aaron Rodgers. He's going to take another in Adam Stenavich.
Yeah.
It's going to ruin his career again.
Yeah, Steno would be great with a young quarterback like Cam Ward. That would be great. That would be
Good
great.
for him.
Man, you guys might have been right. Push him out the nest.
That's right.
Go fly somewhere else.
You regurgitate a little bit, and he's ready to fly.
I'm telling you, that would be so perfect.
To get him out that way?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I have him as offensive line coach, but the OC,
Nothing like a new defensive coordinator, a potential new offense coordinator, and staying with Rich Bisaccia.
It's really quite crazy.
Everyone had that on the bingo board.
You can't wing Rich Bisaccia as much.
It would be hard to hire someone that's never actually called the plays before.
You know, yeah, well, yeah. But for me, I'm going to go back to Bisaccia really quickly. I'm actually.
Oh, here.
And wait a minute.
Carrying water for the Packers.
Wait a minute.
The special teams have sucked.
Wait a minute. There was a point that was made by Jason that Goody has not done a good enough job building a roster. Now, when we talk about the fact that Matthew Golden didn't return punts, but you got a kid out there returning punts because that's what they gave you.
I get that's step, but he also brought in Anders Carlson.
He did do that, but he didn't. He suggested Anders, and Goody listened. Goody shouldn't have listened. Goody had the final say. He should have said, I'm not drafting a kicker. What did Homer say? Never draft a kicker. And that's what they
get
did.
rid of the punter, too, while you're at it.
Yeah, Homer does go too far, doesn't he?
The punter's good what we have now. So I'm just saying, Rich Bisaccia was a highly sought-after special teams coordinator, and then he came to Green Bay where special team coordinators go to die. So it might be bigger than Rich Bisaccia. It might actually be how trash our team is. But wait, our punter, Daniel Whalen, he's great.
He was top 5 punter last year.
Who gets credit for that?
Daniel Whalen.
Okay, but then when people suck, he's not Rich Bisaccia. I'm just saying.
I'm hating Kyle Moore by the moment.
No, I wanted to fire Rich Bisaccia.
Because you've been putting it on. Nobody's saying that McManus's missed kicks are Bisaccia's fault.
Well, people are saying, it's all part of special teams.
Well, yeah.
There goes special teams again.
Look, it's going to be minus 30 wind chills, so make sure you have good joints.
Yeah, I mean, especially on a day like today or tomorrow, that frigid, bitter cold, it's going to expose that pain that you have even more. But luckily, we have QC Kinetics right here in Greenfield and in Mequon to where you can get that fixed because they are the nation's leader in regenerative treatment. QC Kinetics operates on the cellular level. They have so many tools in their toolkit to give you your life back, to get rid of that pain without any long recovery, without any painful invasive surgery, and no drugs. QC Kinetics is on the cutting edge, and they are the nation's leader in it, so you know you are in trusted hands. When I speak to all the different patients, tens of thousands all across the country, they say it's something of a miracle. And you can be a part of the next miracle, and your testimony can be the next thing on QC Kinetics. So don't wait any longer. You've been waiting long enough for that pain-free life, and 2026 can be your best year yet. So get your absolutely free, no-obligation consultation at QC Kinetics. Give them a call today. Wait no longer. Call 414-240-2298. That's 414-240-2298. 414-240-2298.
Bryan Bulaga, Packers Super Bowl champ, joins us next.
This is Kyle Brust Nortman.
What do you have on her? What do you mean? No one can willingly love you like she does.
You know...
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Stay up to date on the Green and Gold all off season. The Green and Gold Fix podcast is brought to you by Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Luxury stay, elite play, unwind in sophisticated comfort. Win big, dine, and experience the events in Milwaukee.
Harley-Davidson is an iconic Milwaukee brand, recognized worldwide for its innovation and strength. For many years, Harley-Davidson has partnered with Junior Achievement to prepare the future workforce of our community. Together, we're ensuring young people discover the career path that's right for them. To learn more, visit wisconsin.ja.org.
New year, new ride. Start 2026 in style at Cunis. Bring in the savings with amazing offers on all cars, trucks, and SUVs at your nearby Milwaukee Metro Cunis dealerships in Oak Creek, Greenfield, and Oak Chevrolet on West Metro Auto Mall. Trade in the old and drive into the new with huge incentives and rebates on all new in-stock cars, trucks, and SUVs from Chevrolet, GMC, and Buick. Better tech, better safety, better payments. Plus, we have pre-owned payments for every budget and over 2,500 pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs to choose from group-wide. And don't miss this month's service specials on brakes, tires, and oil changes.
I'm Scott Kunis, COO of Kunis Auto Group.
2026 season are available now with 6-game, 12-game, and build-your-own-plan options. You can pick or build the best plan for your schedule, whether you're gearing up for tailgates under the sun, the thrill of the home runs, or the eruptions of walk-off wins. Brewers mini plans have you covered for the 2026 season with specially discounted ticket rates and more exclusive perks in each plan. Check out all the mini plan options available for 2026 now at brewers.com/ticket plans.
4 years. That's enough time to go to college
college degree, to serve a full term as a president, to train for something big and become someone new.
You bet, and get 0% interest for 4 years at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, so you can invest in your home and in life's biggest moments. With exclusive features and customizations, Pella offers the highest quality products at a price you can afford.
Aim high when setting your New Year's resolution and imagine what you can do in 4 years when you finance your home project with Pella. Visit PellaWI.com today.
Every so often in medicine, something comes along that is truly revolutionary.
Dr. Mitchell Scheinkup, former orthopedic surgeon, now National Medical Director at QC Kinetics.
I believe this is one of those things.
Dr. Scheinkup is talking about regenerative medicine, something he's practiced, researched, and written about for nearly 2 decades.
The old ways of dealing with joint pain, such as steroids and surgery, are no longer the best ways.
If you have pain from arthritis or injury, you owe it to yourself to learn more about this exciting option, using your own body's natural power to get lasting relief. And there's no better place to learn than QC Kinetics.
There is no one in this country today with more clinics, more satisfied patients, more advanced protocols, or more experience in using this exciting option to deliver life-changing results.
Call QC Kinetics now for your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 414-240-2298. That's 414-240-2298. 414-240-2298.
Wisconsin is still cattle country, and that's why Bunzel's chose to stay close to home to hand select the finest beef. Quality goes into everything they do, from Bunzel's expansive array of meats, homemade specialty sausages, and their award-winning beef jerky. It just isn't a proper holiday meal without Bunzel's top quality cuts on the dinner table. Tasting is believing. Visit Bunzel's at 90th and Burleigh or bunzels.com.
This is Kyle Brust Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Oh, KBN Nation, y'all know I'll be talking about Universal Windows Direct, but let me tell you this right now. It's cold outside, and I literally went into my closet that I have a brand new Universal Windows Direct window in this morning, and I walked in there, and I felt warm. I said, you got to be kidding me. These windows do that? Yes, I'm telling you, the windows help keep the cold air out. If your windows are making your furnace work extra and overtime, get an upgrade and do it with Universal Windows Direct. And right now, when you call 414-410-2000 or simply go to universalwindowsdirect.com to schedule your free visit, you'll find out that you can buy 4 windows, get 4 free. You can get 60 months of interest-free financing. You can get $1,000 off your next project, and you can also get a warm vacation voucher. Yeah, they'll give you a vacation voucher when you work with them. Why wait? Call them today. Again, it's 414-410-2000 or visit them at universalwindowsdirect.com for your free in-home estimate. And like me, you'll be saying, I love my window.
Hodak Steve chimed in. I'm with Strofe. Kyle is out of control. Somebody please reel him in. Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Bradley Nortman, Strofe running the show. Joining us now is a Super Bowl champ, Bryan Bulaga. What's up, Bryan?
Not much. How we doing, guys?
Living good. Living good. Green Bay Packers offseason is going to be an interesting one. Obviously, replacing Jeff Hafley. We just learned that Stenavich is being interviewed for an offensive coordinator job. That doesn't mean he's leaving. Being looked at. Rich Bisaccia reportedly seems like he might be staying around. What do you make of the offseason so far, and what are you most looking forward to?
Yeah, I mean, I think obviously the Hafley one was, I think, always going to be the no-brainer, right? I mean, he was always going to be the guy that most likely was going to be gone. Getting a head coaching gig, I mean, obviously it's great for him and all that. I think that's probably the one thing I'm looking out for most, right? Like, who do you replace him with? And what comes with that is hopefully not a change of scheme, because we've just gone to this scheme 2 years ago, and it's a scheme that I think is really good. But whoever you bring in, there's going to be a change of philosophy and identity, right? Like, you're not going to bring in the same exact type guy and his thoughts and how he wants to do things and things like that. So to me, that's probably the biggest part of this offseason, besides until we get closer to roster moves and things like that I'm interested to see, because Hafley will most likely start taking assistants that he likes and things like that. And Green Bay will lose pieces there, and then they have to fill those roles. So and that's offensively and defensively, most likely, if you had to take a guess. So it's to me, that's going to be the biggest kind of thing that I'm watching is what happens in the defensive coordinator job, and then how many assistants leave to go with Hafley.
One of the more disappointing things over the 2025 season was the run game, Bryan. As you have a whole season to digest that now, what was the main reason you think it never got going? And what fixes would you look to see the Packers make to make sure that 2026 is more effective?
Yeah, I mean, listen, I wish I had the magic potion to fix the run game or say I know exactly what went wrong with the run game, but I always go right to the source of any run game, and that's the guys up front, right? They didn't execute well enough. They didn't block well enough. And that was kind of the story from the start of the season, right? I mean, I think a lot of people want to look at Jacobs, but Jacobs was the same player. He was the same guy. I love Josh Jacobs. I think he's a fantastic back. And when they decided to make this really kind of after, you bring in Jacobs and the run game changes a little bit, so more of a downhill running game than it was before, and stretch run game that it was when I was there with LaFleur to start, and with Aaron Jones as a back. You change philosophy a little bit or play style to fit that back, which, okay, that's fine. He had a great first year, right? It worked because teams weren't really, to me, weren't really ready for what LaFleur was going to do with Jacobs. Well, second year comes around, and they change offensive line, profiles and how the guys they brought in. That all changed as well. Bigger bodies, things like that. And the run game didn't go off the same way it did year one. And I think when you commit to a style, and that's more downhill than what we're used to seeing in zone and things like that from LaFleur, teams can key in on that. They can key in on downhill run schemes and duo and figure out ways to kind of defeat that if that's going to be your one, your one style. And we saw when the other backs came in and they did run more stretch, it was effective at times. It worked because teams are game planning for real downhill duo and pin and pull and those style schemes that fit Jacobs really well. And I just feel that maybe the offensive line didn't perform well from what they brought in, brought them in to do. Big bodies, maul guys, downhill. It didn't really pan out. And to me, that's something also this offseason that I think you have to evaluate. Like, what style do you want to be? What's your identity? What do you want to be up front for this run game? Because if it's just straight downhill, dead at you, probably going to see a lot of the same. Probably going to see a lot of the same of what we saw last year. You have to be multiple in the run game. You have to be able to do that, go downhill and attack defenses straight at them and get those hard 4 yards and run duo. But this offense was built off the stretch game. It's always been built off the stretch game. That's how everything's built off LaFleur's offense, is wide stretch, play action, things like that. So to me, I think they need to go back to their roots a little bit with how this offense was initially designed when he first got here in 2019 and go back to that identity and that thought, because I think everything in this offense builds off of that. And to me, I think Jacobs can do it. I've said it since Jacobs got here. Jacobs can do it. It's just, are you going to really push that issue with him and have him run that type of scheme? Because I think he'd be fantastic at it with how good he is putting his foot in the ground.
You
and
want to win a
guys
championship, you do what your coaches believe is best for you, do you not?
Yeah, but I mean, if the coaches are making changes based on personnel, that is what it is. But I think you got to look at an overall how this thing has gone from when he first got here to right now, and see what has worked. It's got to be a full kind of, I would say, in his time here, evaluation of how this run game has evolved and what's worked and what hasn't. And yeah, it worked last year, but it didn't work this year. So you can't continue to bang your head against the wall and go back to that same well.
Let's live in a hypothetical world. Tucker Kraft, Devontae Wyatt, Micah Parsons don't get hurt. Are they playing in the Super Bowl?
Okay.
Are they playing in the Super Bowl?
Oh, are they playing? I thought you said, and they're playing in the Super Bowl. I was like, okay, what's this? No, are they playing in the Super Bowl? Against Seattle this weekend, I think they fall short this weekend. I think that's probably where it would have stopped, is this weekend against Seattle. I think they have a lot of really good pieces. I think they got a lot of great talent. I just think they're missing just a little bit of experience still for this roster to get into those type of big moments and win. This would have been a valuable one. But with the injuries, you're not going to get there. But I think if they have those guys, I truly believe they win the division and set themselves up for a better run to get to the NFC Championship.
Different path. Definitely could have helped, Bryan. We appreciate you joining us. You got Homer and Brian Bulaga coming up next on 94.5 ESPN in 2 minutes.
The show that never ends.